Coaching a team? Planning your next big event? You need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, FANRUN Radio.
Time to get up, get out of bed, fill your cup and get ahead with WKGN. 1340.
I am untethered and my rage knows no bounds!
Ladies and gentlemen.
All I know is you never had the makings for varsity athlete.
What is it with you and this obsession with this varsity crap?
People come to us because we don't sell them on anything.
They can't refuse because of the implication.
You wonder ever you're a bad man? World needs bad men. We keep the other bad men from the door. Some things are a matter of duty.
The world's greatest radio show in Tennessee.
That doesn't sound right, but I don't know enough to dispute.
And I was about to take advice from a clown who dives headfirst into the shallow end of the pool.
It's Talk Sports with John Reed and Cody McClure.
If it is to be said, so it be. So it is. So it is. So it is. So it is.
It's a Tennessee thing! Well, I'm holding on!
Back in the booth, back on the airwaves, coming at you live from the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. John Reed, Cody McClure, the P team is here. It is Talk Sports. It is Thursday, July 31st. We are within a month from Tennessee football, or as a great man once said, from football time in Tennessee. Cody McClure, what's up, dog?
What's up, John? No, it wasn't me that said it. I didn't say it. I didn't have that kind of. It was another guy.
Yeah,
it's really legendary guy.
Yeah, not you.
No, it wasn't me.
No, you could never.
I mean, I could say it. Just it'd be different. I'm watching old Cam Newton film. That's what I've been doing today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Why's that?
I don't know. There's just a clip, or several clips, actually, that surfaced about Cam Newton circa 2015. It says you start pulling out the film and these debates fall apart.
Well,
Cam slinging the rock back in the day.
Yeah, what I will say about that is, Cam seems very insecure about his NFL career. Deep down, he's really trying to convince us all he was better than he actually was. I give him credit, all the credit in the world for that 2015 season. But when you dive into the rest of the season, the rest of his careers, the rest of his seasons, the rest of his career doesn't look like 2015. Like that season is a pretty big outlier. But he was really good for that 1 year until he didn't jump on the ball in the Super Bowl. Didn't jump on a fumble there.
They treated him bad, the NFL.
The NFL treated him bad?
Yeah, letting guys hit him the way they did.
Oh, there's probably some truth to that. It's like, hey, this guy doesn't get the same protection as the other quarterbacks because he's big and strong.
I don't like Cam Newton now, really. I don't like the way he dresses. Not a fan of all that, the frills and such. But as a football player, I mean, the guy, pretty damn good. I don't even know what the debate is. It just showed up on my timeline.
It's just been him versus Jalen Hurts. It's been going on for about 2 weeks now, 3 weeks now, because he just basically said Jalen Hurts isn't playing quarterback like everyone else. And just like it was showing video of just Jalen Hurts having just an absolute clean pocket for multiple seconds because that Eagles offensive line is so good.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, this guy's not that good. He's just in a perfect system and has all the weapons and has a great offensive line.
Oh, I'm taking Cam over Jalen Hurts for sure.
Well, I don't know if that was supposed to be the argument, but then Eagles fans and other people were just, trying to go through Cam and basically be like, well, Jalen Hurts has a Super Bowl. What do you have? Just a memory of not jumping on a fumble in the Super Bowl.
They were going to lose that game anyway.
That's the spirit. I'm not going to try. We were going to lose anyway.
I do remember that being a hot controversy.
What are you going to do?
Well, it's good to be here. Good to be anywhere. Good morning to the freaks. I got a new water line yesterday.
Nice.
Where I live, I have outstanding water pressure.
Nice.
I've never seen anything like it in my life.
Nice. Maybe now you can quit showering at the truck stop.
I don't know how long you're supposed to wait and like after you get a new water line. I don't know if maybe somebody could let me know. I don't know what the procedure is for running your water, because it's doing kind of a thing where the pressure is extremely hard. It's kind of spitting at me. Like when I turn it on, it like keeps spitting out like.
It's like blasting, just
it's just so hard. I've never seen anything so hard in my life.
Is it that just initial burst that's really hard, or is it the whole time?
No, it dies down and gets back to normal, and then normal in a high pressure kind of way, but It's just extreme pressure. I never thought I'd see anything like it.
Hot and cold working good.
Oh yeah, because I had very, very weak pressure before this, and now it's just. You ought to see it, man. It sprays out of there like it's like a fire hose.
Nice.
Like I feel like I could put out a blaze with this kind of water pressure.
Does it hurt your skin?
Well, I haven't showered yet. I haven't tried that yet.
Okay.
But
what about out of the sink? Is it really hard out of the sink?
It's coming hard. Yeah.
Is that hurting you, or is it hurting your skin out of the sink?
No. I have washed my hands a couple of times. Even when the toilet flushes, it goes like, well, I can't do the sound, but it's a real whoosh,
Okay. That's good. I'm glad you got it. I'm glad you got it figured out. I know there's been some like water issues down there.
Well, it seems like it's good, but I don't know. I just want to make sure I'm doing the right thing, like, are you supposed to ease into the new? Because I kind of just let it run just because, you get a new water line. The water's kind of murky. Like there's some stuff in there, I guess. It's kind of dirty.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just like, well, I guess it's best to just let this run for a while. But I don't know. Everything seems normal now. Just what a gusher though. It's like Yellowstone. It's like the damn what's that thing that comes up at Yellowstone?
What the hell does Kevin Costner have to do with this?
Well, no, not the show. The the park they have. What's that? The geyser.
The geyser
thing that shoots out of the ground.
The geyser.
This sink I got. She a water park.
It's good. I'm happy for you. It's a big life improvement.
Right. So how was your night?
Bad water pressure will ruin a man's day. My night was all right. Team won trivia. Shout out to the boys and girls. Finally. Been on a real cold spell, but broke down that door. Dominated from start to finish. So that was good. Back in the winner's circle.
Regular old trivia?
Yeah. 50 bones. On a gift card.
Wow.
Yeah.
What are you going to spend it on?
Only spent 70 on dinner, so that was for two people, and the team actually was pretty big last night, but it was about the fellowship last night. 7 people is probably a little bit too big for my trivia team. typically.
That's hard to split.
Yeah, I like to keep it at 4 people a lot, but I was happy to see the extra people there. It was more, like I said, more about the fellowship, seeing a couple of friends. But then, yeah, finally winning trivia.
Old friends?
No. Regular friends, just hadn't seen a couple of them in a while.
No.
When I say a while, I mean like a month and a half. They were on my kickball team, so I would see them a lot. But then we don't play kickball anymore, so I hadn't really seen them. You know, you go from seeing somebody every week to not seeing them for like 6 weeks. That feels like a long time.
Yeah, it can be odd.
But it was nice to get back in the winner circle. That was good. Although I got vetoed on my year question. And then I did the thing again. I've realized after some real self-reflection, I am a victim of confirmation bias.
What do you mean?
I trick myself into things being correct that maybe aren't correct because I'm just trying to go along with the squad, which I think is really like going against what I kind of view myself as. I've always been called a contrarian for most of my life. Going back to a young age, they've always called me a contrarian. But confirmation bias has got me twice now this week. First, when I was trying to posture against you in trivia with Southern University.
Right, even though you 100% didn't know that was.
I know. I tried to posture as if I did because whenever Bubba says, like, oh, yeah, of course, Atlanta, Southern.
Keep that in mind, audience.
I'm admitting when I do it, and I don't like to think I do it all the time.
He just says things very confidently.
And then last night, the year question, my favorite question, really the only reason I go is they give you 3 things. You got to find the year. And it was Serena Williams wins the Australian Open.
Okay.
The second Twilight movie came out. New Moon, I guess it's called. And
yeah,
I don't know if I can remember the third one. But in my head, I was like, boom, 09, 80% sure. And then my buddy's woman and my friend was like, actually, I think it was this because I was a so-and-so in high school. I think it's 2010. So then I was like, huh, okay. And I started thinking.
I would have said 2011.
Yeah, well, you'd have been wrong. You've been way off. It was 09.
So you had it?
I had it. But then when she said 2010, I started thinking, okay, maybe it is 2010. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to let her have her moments. But I made the mistake of being like, yeah, you know what? 2010, I can see that. I'm 90% sure, 95% sure, which I wasn't. But I was posturing. And then the confirmation bias just started rolling in because I went from feeling pretty good about 09 to then all of a sudden flip-flopping. And usually I don't do that. Usually I don't tell people and be like, you know what? Yeah, but the confirmation, it just got going on me.
So you're saying you let them convince you of it?
Yeah, but then I went from not only letting them convince me of it to being like, yeah, I agree. That makes sense. Okay, I'm 95% sure now, which I wasn't. But then I said it, but then boom, 09. So then I couldn't even take credit for being like, I tried to tell you because like, well, you said you were 95% sure on 10. I was like, I know, I got duped. So that was the egg on my face last night. I got to learn to keep my big fat mouth shut.
Well, why did you do that?
Confirmation bias.
Well, what is that? I don't know what that means. Is it because you wanted them to accept you?
No, I didn't want them to accept me. It wasn't like that. No.
You didn't want to. Is it because you didn't want to be the guy that was like, combative about it?
Yeah.
Were you self-conscious about your because in your heart you knew you had it?
No, I won't say I knew I had it. If it was 100%, I wouldn't have backed down. If it was 100%, but like I said, I was 80% sure at first.
But you deemed it maybe not worth the fight.
Well, also like it's my friend who she doesn't answer too many questions right. So we were also trying to get her some glory. Yeah, trying to get her some glory, and I'm not selfish. Despite what you might believe, I'm not selfish. I don't need to be in charge all the time. So whenever she felt pretty good about an answer, I was like, okay, let's go with that. And I was fine with it because, again, only 80% sure of 09.
Is she attractive?
You've met her. It's Danny. You've met Danny.
Okay, so yes.
Yeah. We love Danny. But I was just trying to give her moment. But I made the mistake of being like, oh, yeah. That makes sense. Okay, I'm 95% sure on this one, which I wasn't. But Which, to be fair, Serena Williams did win the Australian Open in 2009 and 2010. So my memory could, like, the thing was, I vividly remembered. I tell you, I Slumdog Millionaire these things, right? And whenever it's like, boom, Serena Williams Australian Open, I vividly remembered waking up at like 3:30 a.m. to watch Serena Williams in the semifinals and finals, because I was dating a particular girl, and I was on the edge of her bed watching, and she woke up and was like, "You got a gambling problem." I was like, "Leave it alone, it's Serena. I just want to watch Serena. Shut up." But I was dating her in 2009 and 2010. So, like, my initial my reaction was, "Oh, Serena." I remember watching that at that girl's place. Right. But then now I know that she won both years. So maybe my memory was correct. Maybe it was 2009 that I was watching her, or 2010 I was watching it.
Was the third thing helpful?
Not to me.
Because I think with the Twilight clue, because I always think of Twilight, like the first one was, I always think 2008, which is probably not right, is it? Was it 2007?
Oh, the Twilight movie's probably like, it's probably like 2007, 2008.
So I feel like,
it's 2008.
I feel like I would have been, well, they wouldn't have made a sequel just 1 year later.
Sometimes, right? Sometimes they do.
See, that would have messed me up.
Yeah, you just be like, oh, you probably got away from 11 though. Like if we get a hammered down Twilight 2008, you'd be like, he wouldn't have waited 3 years to get a new movie out.
I wish I knew what the third clue was.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Cam Newton won the national championship.
It wasn't that. I'll see if I can track it down.
Well, either way, at least you tried to set your friend up for success.
Yeah, but like, again, I started posturing. I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. 90% sure. Which, I do feel a little bit better now that I know Serena won in 2009 and 10.
Yeah, could have gone either way there.
Because in my head, I was like, yeah, okay. Well, that was my night. Bubba, you good over there? Sorry, you haven't got to talk yet. Thumbs up. Oh, wow, he's protesting, giving us a silent treatment. That's fine. Jackson, you good over there?
Good as always.
That's what I like to see. Jackson likes his mic time. Bubba doesn't appreciate it. Bubba takes it for granted. That's all right. It's all good. Thumbs up from Bubba. He's all right. Send us to break. We'll come back. Day 1 of Tennessee practice in the books. We got a talking point, fellas. We got a talking point. It's a big one. Stick with us. Let's talk sports on FANRUN Radio.
Congratulations. You found sports radio that doesn't suck. This is FANRUN Radio, Knoxville.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Ready to launch your career? Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axle Logistics is the place to start your career.
Rickard Ridge Barbecue, located in beautiful Cove Lake State Park. Rickard Ridge is home of the best ribs in the Volunteer State. Smoked daily by Pitmaster Mark Rickard. The barbecue at Rickard Ridge is mouth-watering, fall-off-the-bone delicious. Take the scenic drive up I-75 to exit 134. For directions and to look at the rest of the menu, visit Rickard Ridge online at rickardridgebbq.com.
What's the difference between an ordinary EV and a Mercedes-Benz EV? The feeling. Electric is what gets you there. Mercedes-Benz is what moves you in ways no other automaker can. Feel the freedom of the superbly versatile 7-seater EQB. Revel in the inspired, customizable comfort of the EQE sedan. Sense the brilliant intelligence of the EQE SUV. Discover the boundless capability of the EQS SUV. And luxuriate in the flagship meets spaceship magnificence of the EQS sedan. Every Mercedes-Benz electric vehicle offers the very latest MBUX voice-activated AI software as well as remote access to a whole host of functions via the Mercedes Me Connect app. The vehicle's electric, the feeling all Mercedes, the choice all yours. Test drive a Mercedes-Benz electric today at your local dealer or learn more at mbusa.com/EQ.
Are you looking for a treat that will knock it out of the park at the next watch party? Just like your favorite baseball team, Crumble brings the best lineup week to week with an expanded roster that includes key lime pie, strawberry cake, or my personal favorite, Monster featuring M&M candies. Let Crumble treat you to the best cookies in the game. Download the Crumble app and start earning rewards. You can even vote monthly on what flavors you would like to see at any store of your choice. Warmer weather is here, so get to the ballpark, but don't miss the cookies.
Hey Knoxville, Surfside iced tea and vodka made with real brewed tea is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
All right, Cody, we got a talking point. They gave us something to digest. Day one of Tennessee football practice, as reports circulated that the most accurate quarterback, the one that stood out, was Jake Merklinger.
Yeah, I saw that. Your boy William was all fired up about it last night because he's a Merklinger guy for some reason. But I don't take anything at all from that. Doesn't even move the needle for me.
Doesn't move the needle for you at all?
Nope. It means nothing. It's day one of fall camp. They're trying to make us believe it's a quarterback battle. And it is to some extent, but like Joey's going to be the quarterback. It is what it is, folks. Write it down in pen. You don't need pencil. Take a Sharpie to it.
Why do you say that?
I don't think you bring Joey in to be a backup quarterback. I think you were scrambling last minute when you got Joey. You wanted somebody better. Now, don't get me wrong. You would have rather had Sawyer Robertson or Josh Hoover or one of those Big 12 guys, but I think you knew in that process when you lost Nico that you were going to need to bring somebody in. It's not to say Jake Merklinger can't pull an upset, but, I mean, what did we give it last week, 10%?
Well, saying that he can't pull an upset is what you're saying when you say write it down, put it in stone. Like that is
what
I
just say, though, 10%? Isn't that what we agreed on last week, 10%?
But writing something in stone means 100%.
Okay, not 100. Let's go to 90.
It's not very easy to start 90. Chiseling something in stone. Like it's
okay.
Tough.
Yeah, if semantics, but 90%. I mean, yeah, it's not 100, but
well, I think I would have been closer to that number with you even before yesterday. Like if we had been having this discussion on the show on Wednesday morning or Tuesday morning, I think I would have agreed with you there.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say that just seeing those talks and including those talks was that, Joey didn't have his best day. I think I've adjusted my number down to like 65-35.
That's way too far, in my opinion. Way too far, pal.
It might be, but you combine that with Lance Hurd coming out and talking about how good of a leader Merklinger is.
Yeah, but they said all that about Joey too.
Right. But like now they're giving the other side a little bit to him. Maybe they're just throwing him a bone. Maybe all this is, like you said, just, hey, Let's placate the guy. Let's put the guy over. But to me, logically, Merklinger makes more sense.
He's younger and he has no experience.
He's also got more years that he could play at Tennessee.
No.
Yes.
He doesn't, because I think we all know that Faison Brandon is going to be the future.
The future doesn't mean he starts as a true freshman, though. Nothing Josh Heupel has shown me makes me think he's going to start a true freshman quarterback. So
you're thinking Merk for 2 years?
Well, I mean, is that not better logically than Joey Aguilar for 1 year, and then you're trying to see if Merklinger or a true freshman is the quarterback next year? Just like logically.
I don't know, man. I think if that's the situation we're in, we got problems.
What do you mean? You think it's better? You think it's worse to play Merklinger for 2 years than it would be to play Aguilar for 1 and Merklinger for 1? Because I think it's fair to say that like a true freshman next year, expecting him to start is asking a lot for Faison Brandon. We could agree on that, right?
I mean, you typically don't see it. A lot of people wanted Nico to start, and that didn't happen.
Didn't even come close to happening.
But I think we also learned, with hindsight being the privilege we have here, that Nico wasn't as good. I mean, Faison may come right in and be much better than Nico was as a freshman. So I think they're two different situations. But yes, generally, starting a true freshman is not an ideal situation.
And it's not something that Josh Heupel's really shown that he wants to do either. Like, no coach probably wants to do it, especially at the quarterback position. But Josh barely has done it at other positions. Like, I mean, freshmen barely get to play any position, it feels like. Like, Mike Matthews couldn't get on the field last year as a freshman until the very, very end. Like, they barely even cracked the rotation. So I just think Heupel's been pretty slow with those young guys. So, again, just logically, does it not make sense to, like, the guy that would have more time at Tennessee? Like, would it not make more sense for him to be the one that, if it's close, you give him the tiebreaker?
Logically, maybe you're right, but I can't spin it that way in my mind, because he's been calling it the Joey Aguilar situation since day one. All the talk has been about Joey. The locker room talk has been about Joey. The media days talk was about Joey. I think it would be a pretty big upset if Merklinger pulled off the quarterback win. You bring a guy in with experience. I mean, that's what you want ultimately. I don't know. Do you think Heupel's looking at it on a down the road basis, or is he looking at it like how most of these coaches say, we're going to put the guy who gives us the best chance to win on the field? Because I don't know that you look at it in a 2-year package kind of way. If Aguilar gives you a better chance to win right now, I'd say win right now is the mentality.
Now the Joey Aguilar situation, like, I know we talked a lot about that, but I think when you look at the actual context surrounding that, it was him trying to rephrase and recenter, reposition the Nico Iamaleava situation. So, like, the quarterback situation, the Nico Iamaleava situation, he's like, let's just call it the Joey Aguilar situation. Like, basically, like, let's quit saying the Nico situation.
Okay. I think I just think this accuracy thing's being blown way out of proportion. I mean, what exactly do you have the exact quote from Heupel
about the accuracy?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't from Heupel. It was from the media that watched it.
Oh. Well, I mean, that means nothing to me.
Okay.
Heupel didn't even say anything about it. I thought I was under the impression that Heupel had said that Merklinger was the more accurate quarterback yet.
No, Heupel's not really going to talk after every practice.
Oh,
no, this was from reports.
Oh, well, I could care even less then about that, just because some media guy saw a couple of reps and said Merklinger was a more accurate passer. You're taking that as more of a. You're
not hearing me talk much about the accuracy. I haven't gotten hung up on the accuracy at all. I'm more caught up on the idea that Lance Hurd came out to try to talk about Merklinger's leadership. I didn't think that was nothing, but also just looking at it from a logic standpoint of, I don't know why we've went ahead and given the job to Aguilar as a media entity, as a fan base, whatever. Like, I don't know what I don't know what's happened from like May to now to where it did start feeling like a 90% foregone conclusion. And I do think that I thought that at the beginning of the week too. So, I was a part of that, but I'm trying to do some reflection and be like, well, what changed between Joey Aguilar coming in, having a short time to learn the playbook, not having, a standing in the locker room, not having like it's not like he's an incumbent. Like when you look at the Nico situation, like you talked about, Joe Milton had been here for 3 years and was literally thought of as one of the best teammates of all time. Like that's what everybody talked about. Oh, this guy hung around. He waited his turn 3 years. Him and Hendon Hooker. Oh, he beat Jeremy Banks' ass for stepping on the tee. This guy's a ball. So like Heupel kind of owed it to Milton to give him every opportunity to play quarterback. That's what everyone pretty much said. I think this situation with Aguilar and Merklinger, it's not that. Like the older guy is the new guy. The older guy has no sweat equity built up with the team or with Josh Heupel. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like Merklinger's the one that's been here for 2 years and maybe is a good teammate. I don't know. I won't pretend like, I've heard many people talk good or bad about Merklinger from last year. He was just kind of there. But like he's a highly rated guy and he's a guy that has been here longer. So like I don't know how we got to Aguilar for sure being the guy, but we all kind of did.
I mean, were there not rumblings about Merklinger wanting to transfer?
But then he stayed. I mean,
yeah,
it was Merklinger maybe not wanting to transfer as much as he wanted the starting job and didn't want to be a backup. And they're like, hey, again, I think that would be them being like, hey, no, you're actually in this battle, bro. Like you can be the starter.
Yeah, but like if we're gonna paint him on the side of being the good teammate,
sure.
Like, I mean,
I'm not painting him as the good teammate. I'm saying I haven't heard to the contrary. I'm saying Lance Hurd coming out and trying to throw him a bone for leadership wasn't at least nothing for me. It was like a hey, they're
these guys. I mean, to me, these comments don't mean that much. I mean, I guess.
Okay, well then I guess let's just answer my question of why we are saying Joey is 90%. What has changed for you from the time he transferred here? To now,
we brought him in as a transfer. So I think that from the jump meant that we needed another quarterback.
Well, I think you could say that you knew you needed a quarterback regardless because you only had 2 on the roster. Like it was true freshman George McIntyre, who's 130 pounds, and it was Jake Merklinger, unproven. So I think everyone at the time knew you had to go find a quarterback. Go ahead, Bubba.
He has been known to play a freshman before. Dylan Gabriel took over for UCF back in 2019 as a freshman.
Back in 2019,
was he a true freshman? Do you know that?
I'm not going to stick my leg out and say absolutely yes, but I think so.
I guess that would be an important distinction.
But that's also because of circumstance too, because Mackenzie Milton got hurt. But even then, for him to get hurt and then you take the freshman.
Yeah, that would just be an important distinction, whether he had a year in the program as a redshirt freshman or not. But yeah, I mean, to me, that just comes down to the player. It's a situation on how good that player is. Like, I mean, if Faison Brandon comes in and he's amazing, like maybe you go ahead and pull the trigger. But we don't know yet.
At what point did Dylan Gabriel take over? Did he take over game 1? I mean, Mackenzie Milton got hurt in the season, right? Do we know that?
Yeah, it shows Mackenzie Milton logged 0 stats for 2019.
Okay. Now, I mean, I would say, UCF, Tennessee, there's a little bit different stakes there.
True freshman.
Yeah. Little bit different stakes there in terms of your body, the attention, what it takes to be a quarterback. You could be the UCF quarterback a little bit easier than you could be the Tennessee quarterback. But Cody,
after they went 12-1,
I'm just saying it's UCF, bro. Like you think there's more pressure being the UCF quarterback, regardless of record, Bubba, than being the University of Tennessee quarterback?
I think there's pressure from being a quarterback anywhere.
There are, for sure. But do you think that it's all equal? Do you think there's the same pressure being the ETSU quarterback as there is the University of Tennessee, or where do you draw the line?
Sure.
Well, you're dumb. That's a terrible take.
Well, that's not nice.
Well, there's different levels of quarterback pressure. Like being the guy at a big school is obviously tougher than being the guy at a school that isn't playing in the biggest conference, the toughest place. Saying the ETSU quarterback and the University of Tennessee quarterback has the same pressure is just not true. That's just not true. That's a dumb take. He doesn't even believe it. He was just trying to double down on it.
Well, for me, as I was saying on why I believe Joey's the guy, from the jump, you brought him in as a transfer because you thought you needed another quarterback. B, I thought the Joey Aguilar situation comment weighed heavier than these comments do for me. Like I think Heupel had Joey on his mind from the jump. And C, also, I think you've heard all those quotes from players and media about Joey in the locker room and how he's adjusted and made friends with everybody and he's learned the playbook quickly. And it's all been positive talk about him from not just media, but players too. So I guess one comment from Lance Hurd to me would not outweigh the other comments. All the things Kitzelman was saying, for example, at SEC Media Days about Joey and how he's come in and won everybody over. I see a guy that's got that kind of experience like he does. He's proven it much lower level, granted, but he's played on a big on a college football stage. I just think it's a lot more likely that he wins I'd be more curious as to why you dropped all the way to 65%.
Well, because I just started thinking about it logically. And I just started thinking in terms of, well, nothing tangible has really happened for us to start at 50-50 and just like all of a sudden keep going. Okay, more Joey. Okay, now 90-10, now foregone conclusion, he's the quarterback. Nothing's really happened. Heupel keeps telling us it's a quarterback battle, and we're just like, yeah, that's fine. It's Joey Aguilar. But like nothing has really happened tangibly to make us all kind of think that. So then I just started thinking about, well, the reports that he's accurate, the reports that it wasn't a great day for Joey, and they keep talking about Merklinger's always fixed his mechanics. He looks like a different guy. And, you can take that with a grain of salt. That, to me, doesn't matter as much as then I start thinking, okay, well, Joey was a top 100 prospect. Tennessee, from a coaching staff, I think has tipped their hand that their philosophy has kind of changed this year. And what I mean by that is we talked about it. They really want these blue chip guys in the program to stay, develop, and hopefully play. Now, it's at other positions we're talking about, wide receiver and, on defense, like, hey, we're going to just try to get these guys ready to play. Hey, the defensive line, we're just get ready to play. Hey, wide receivers.
There were some comments yesterday that I did like, the ones from Halsley about the philosophy change, as you're talking about. Did you?
Well, I do like it, although to me it's kind of simple. Like, hey, we got to figure out how to still make big plays when they drop 8 in coverage. Like, thank you. That would be nice. Like,
yeah, I'm glad that's on their radar.
Sure. It took 3 years for them to figure it out. Like that. Hey, these teams love playing 8 defensive backs against us and dropping deep in coverage, or not 8 defensive backs, but you know what I mean? Like dropping linebackers
8 guys
back in coverage.
In coverage. Yeah.
Yeah. 8 guys in coverage. Like, we should still figure out how to make big plays. That's great, Joey. I hope you can figure it out. Let's throw a little motion back in the offense. Let's see if that helps. But, I just started thinking, and we talked about wide receivers, so it was on my mind, though. And I was saying, like, hey, there's certain positions I don't want to go with the C+, B- guy. And I think quarterback's one of those, too. And who do you think has the higher ceiling? Joey Aguilar in 1 year, or Jake Merklinger for maybe 3 years? A top 100 guy, a 4-star guy that is, you could say, more physically gifted.
If what you're saying is, I mean, if you're talking down the road, then I agree with what you're saying. I just wonder if they're looking at it that way.
And they might not be.
Because to me, it's a win now. What do you have right now that's going to help you win this year?
Sure.
Is Jake Merklinger he'll be a redshirt sophomore?
Redshirt freshman for Merklinger.
He'll only be a redshirt freshman?
Yeah.
I thought he was going into his I mean, when you're comparing that to a guy who's a senior, who's been not in our program, but in college football for multiple years, sounds like a pretty big difference in terms of who's going to give you a better chance to win this year.
I mean, age doesn't always equal being a better player, though.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But on a 1-year basis, I would roll with Aguilar. Like if it was me on the surface, who do you think's going to be a better quarterback this year? I would assume it's going to be Aguilar.
The odds I still give it, like I said, to me it went back to like maybe 65-35. So I don't disagree with your overall sentiment that it's still going to be Joey, but I do think that we were maybe a little premature in calling the battle over. Like I do think if Joey comes out and isn't accurate again and Merklinger keeps outplaying him, I do think that becomes a different discussion. Like, and we can get to next week's first scrimmage, and he has a chance to really close the gap. That's all I'm saying. But I know that you were just being hyperbolic with the ETSU take, so that's why I called it dumb. I wasn't calling you dumb.
You did call him dumb.
I didn't call him dumb. I said that's dumb. Terrible take.
I'm now reinforcing my opinion. I'm saying it does not matter where you're at. Quarterback battle is a quarterback battle, John.
Okay, well, you are dumb.
Thank you, John. I appreciate it.
Dumb and stubborn. Two bad things.
I'm glad you think that you have the proper opinion on this situation.
I think many people would agree that there's more pressure at different levels of quarterback. Like, you think the Pee-wee quarterback battle, you think that kid's going home and looking at himself in the mirror and being like, oh, my God, I got to win this battle.
Yeah.
No.
Same thing for high school.
No.
Kid wants to get offer. Same thing for lower JUCO colleges. Those kids won out. You think that quarterback battle's not tough, John? Come on.
I'm
you
saying
didn't watch Last Chance. You don't know how these kids are.
Tough versus pressure, not the same thing. Something being tough to win a quarterback battle versus having pressure to win the quarterback battle, not the same thing.
If the situation is tough or difficult,
not the same pressure. Like the difference between playing for millions of dollars, playing for a chance to get to the NFL, not the same as playing high school football, trying to get a JUCO scholarship. Not the same thing. Not the same pressure.
You think both these guys are trying to play for the NFL?
Yeah, I would say so. I would say if I'm Joey Aguilar,
no other quarterback at, let's just say, UCF was trying to play.
I would say as a freshman, Mackenzie Milton or Dylan Gabriel was probably not thinking about, hey, this is for my NFL future. Nope.
You think redshirt freshman Jake Merklinger is saying, "Oh, this is for my NFL future"?
I think if you're Jake Merklinger, it's for your NFL life. It's for your college football life.
Why is that different if they're roughly the same age, roughly the same year?
Because if Merklinger loses his starting quarterback job, he might not ever be a starter at a high-level SEC program. Like if he loses his battle, he might not ever get to do it. Same for Joey Aguilar. If he loses this battle, his football career is pretty much over.
Yeah, he's going to be a fireman.
Right, but his football career is pretty much over. That's the difference of the battle. Like Joey Aguilar, the reward is, boom, I could be an SEC quarterback that can maybe play my way into the next level. Now, probably not, but maybe.
But what's to say let's just for Jake, he still has his job in 2 years whenever Faison Brandon's had a year to sit underneath, and watch and learn.
I mean, that's
it's his to lose. It's his NFL battle. At that point, it would be.
I mean, maybe he would be gone and transferred, and then all of a sudden he's moving around, and next thing you know, he ends up at Vanderbilt or South Carolina, and he's on the 2 deep, 3 deep, battling for a starting job. You never know.
Could you compare a quarterback to CEO? Like, is the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway under more pressure than the CEO of, I don't know.
Yes. Yes.
Covenant Health.
The bigger the bigger the company is, the more pressure you're under. I would say.
So?
Yeah.
You don't think it's just the job is the job? Like,
no.
Like once you're responsible for that many people, like,
no.
Is there a difference of being responsible for 100 people versus 1,000 people and whatnot?
I would say so, but also like to keep the stock price up, like, maybe not necessarily now, but like, I was going to say Bezos, but like, look at Elon. You don't think Elon felt a little bit worse watching his tweets and like the way he was acting, like crush the Tesla stock and him having to answer to his employees, but also like all the Tesla stockholders versus just somebody who's the CEO of a local nonprofit here that, this is kind of a side hobby.
Yeah.
I would say the pressure there is a little bit different too.
Different levels of executive pressure.
Nonprofit compared to a, car company.
You're comparing a Pee-wee football team to
comparing two football teams.
I said
company
Covenant
versus
Health.
company.
I said Covenant Health.
Well, I'm just saying company versus company,
Car
organization
company
versus organization.
car company, but okay, go off.
Okay, well, find me the most obscure car company, Bubba. What's the most obscure car company?
Oldsmobile.
Probably whatever they use out in Dubai to have electric cars. I don't know.
Okay, well, I don't know any car companies.
CEO of Tesla versus CEO of most
president of the
most car
United
companies are big.
States or president of your freshman class in high school? Who do you think's under more pressure, Bubba? The same?
I don't think that's the same job.
Why not? It's the president. That's what Bubba's saying. Is playing quarterback.
He's
the president of your freshman class.
His narrative here,
Cody. The freshman of the president class, Bubba. The freshman of the choir team, or the president of the United States.
I feel like it'd more or less be like the principal of the school.
Principal and president's not the same thing, but okay that's fine, Bubba. Do you think the principal of your local middle school is under the same amount of pressure as the president of the United States?
And they respect the field. Probably they want their kids to have good test scores here.
The sad thing is now I think you've worked yourself into a shoot. I think it started out as a bit, but now you're actually trying to make this make sense in your head.
Here's one. The head coach of the New England Patriots or the head coach of Carnes High School?
How about this one? Stephen A. Smith or you? Do you come in here feeling like
we don't do the same job?
Do you feel like you come in here under the same amount of pressure on the radio, Bubba? Do you feel like you're under the same amount of pressure as you would if you were on the #1 radio show in the world?
I'd be the same guy.
It'd be about the same. Expectations should not differ depending on what level you're at.
Well, if that's the way we want to do it, do you think you'd get fired for being 15 minutes late at the #1 radio show in the world?
If it was more than 3 times consecutively in like a month span, absolutely.
How cool would it be to see?
I think it'd be one time.
It'd be so cool to see Bubba and Stephen A. switch places for a day. Like have Stephen A. over there just like doing his thing.
I think doing the radio show here, a little bit more laid back, a little bit less pressure than doing a radio show on, like I said, like ESPN or
being the guitar
NPR.
player for the Rolling Stones or being the guitar player with the local band at the Pilot Light.
Same thing, John. Same thing.
Trying to get gigs.
John.
Yeah.
They feel embarrassed when they mess up, so
he's worked himself into a shoot. Send us to break. It's Talk Sports on FanRun Radio.
You're listening to FanRun Radio, the sports humans.
Hello, is Tina there?
Who's this?
Yeah, this is Vince from the hit reality show Wives Don't Tell. Tina applied for our show to confess that her husband won't go to the doctor to get his erectile dysfunction checked. She said she's ready for a guy that can bring the heat.
All right, what the hell is going on? You know you're talking to her husband right now? Tina!
Well, she wrote the application that her man's performance is questionable. She's basically married to a coffee table. She also said, we live within driving distance to Men's Pro Knoxville, but he's too scared to get a blood test.
Oh my, she is done. She is so done.
Gotcha, Mike. It's nephew Tommy. Ain't no reality show. It's a prank. Men's Pro Knoxville is the real deal, fellas. Local experts, test results in minutes. Call 865-544-8220 or hit menspronknoxville.com before your lady books a new co-star. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
White Claw is taking hard seltzer to new heights with White Claw Surge. At 8% alcohol, White Claw Surge is a stronger wave of refreshment that doesn't compromise on taste. Available in 4 bold waves of flavor like ripe blackberry, citrusy blood orange, zesty natural lime, and tart cranberry. Check out your favorite retailer in-store and online for the White Claw Surge Variety 12-pack and 16-ounce single-serve cans. White Claw Surge. Please drink responsibly.
Good morning. Still building right now. Northbound Alcoa Highway coming up out of Blount County. Here passing Topside Road. Steady flow of traffic continues down the interstate here on 75 southbound around that Caravel exit as that traffic leaves Campbell County down into Anderson County. Fostering Hope 2025 Galas coming up this Saturday at the Bridgewater Event Center in Knoxville. Learn how you can help the foster kids of East Tennessee. Log on to fosteringhope.tn.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Let's head over, check on the freaks over on YouTube. Shout out to everybody. Getting the chat popping. Make sure to smash that subscribe button. Smash that like button. Keep the comments rolling in. Zach says he drove 13 hours through the night from Tennessee to New York, but he's finishing the morning off with the freaks. Shout out to you, Zach. Could Joey play 2 with the Pavia rule? He went to JUCO year 1, says John. Everything they've been saying is that every article I've read, everything Joey said is that they are planning for this to be his last year of college football, that this is the last year he has. That doesn't mean that he can't get to the end of the year and try to appeal. He was on a JUCO team for 2 years. I don't know if a redshirt JUCO year matters or not, but he was on a team before he went to Diablo. Then he played a year at Diablo, so I don't know how that affects eligibility. I'm sure there is a waiver that you could request and maybe not get. But everything everyone has said is that he has 1 year to play. Volstorm writes in, they're not even in pads yet. If Merck shows off then we can talk, which I don't disagree with. And I think that's Cody's point. But I would ask, why would you not say the same thing about Joey? And that's the logic that I'm coming back to. Not planting my flag in the Merklinger camp, but like the way you just phrased that is if Merklinger shows off, then we can talk. That to me implies that you think Joey is far ahead too, which I just don't know why we've made that assumption. Why should Joey not have to show off as well? Because of playing 2 years at App State? Okay, but like playing 2 years at App State got him passed over at UCLA.
Is my mic? Oh, there we go. Yeah, but it got him an upgrade to UCLA. Like ultimately he did get passed over, yes, because they wanted Nico. But like his performance at App State got him a bigger job.
Sure.
Initially.
Sure, but also like I don't think UCLA's ever really said that he was there to be the unquestioned starter either. They said there's like a quarterback battle of like 4 guys there.
Who's under more pressure, Bubba? The gorilla at the Cincinnati Zoo or the gorilla at the Knoxville Zoo?
I think they're both under equal pressure to make sure that there is not a child that would hop into the enclosure and then they have that whole situation. So, yeah.
Many people have pointed out in the chat that like, hey, it's a money thing. You're not going to pay Joey to come here and then not start him. To which I would say, he is getting paid more than Merklinger, but the numbers that have been floating around, not to pocket watch anybody or really like, get into specifics, but the numbers in the article I read and then just kind of hearing people talk is 1.2 for Joey. Merklinger got a raise to the like $650,000, $700,000 range. Yeah. Is that drastic? Like a $1.2 million isn't like, hey, I'm giving you Carson Beck money to transfer here and be a starting quarterback. It's more than Merklinger's making for sure, but also it's the cost of moving across the country from California to Tennessee.
I mean, it's double the money, right? 1.2 to 600,000. That math checks out, doesn't it?
Sure, but it's not. $1.2 million isn't like a going rate for like an SEC starting quarterback, and it's not like one that you went out and bought somebody in the transfer portal with. Like, for instance, like Joey was getting $2 million at UCLA. Now you could sit there and say, oh, man, they were going to pay him $2 million to not be the starter. These Nico rumors are dumb. And then next thing you know, boom, Joey's gone and recruited over. And the $2 million that UCLA promised him meant nothing.
I just think Joey's shown you so much more in college.
Well, yes, he has in college.
I mean,
That's 100% the case.
Now, that's not to say Merklinger doesn't have the upside. Maybe he does. Maybe he will be an SEC starter at some point in time. But I just, to me, I think it's clearly Joey's. I would call it Joey's job to lose. That's just my opinion.
Well, that's been the prevailing opinion for the last couple months. I think personally, I just look at it as maybe we should be rooting for Merklinger. Not like to the point where you're rooting against your guy, Joey, but just you kind of forget he's a top 100 recruit.
But Joey's the kind of guy you want to root for.
I do agree with that, too. So, like I said, I don't want to root.
I saw that on TikTok.
Yeah, I don't want to root against Joey. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying for like the health of the program, like just from a logic standpoint, it makes sense to root for the guy that has more years than the guy that has maybe just 1 year.
I'm rooting for all of them.
Yeah.
They're all Vols.
Well, ultimately that is the take. Just to whoever it is, hope that they're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they all want to be Tennessee Volunteers. That's the important thing.
They want to compete.
You don't have some guy that's, longing to.
Just despite every quarterback position being the same, they all said, "Hey, I'd like to be at Tennessee, where it's well, not more prestigious, according to Bubba, or cooler. You could go be quarterback anywhere and get the same rewards and same accolades.
Be quarterback we could play flag football on the weekend.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah, you'd have the same rewards and same pressure.
Right.
Of winning that game.
Not a Division I football program. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So it's Division I. Earlier it was high school matter. High school was equal, which isn't Division I football, right? Is high school Division I football?
I'm going to actually read down and double down. Actually, Cody, if you respected the flag football enough, you would feel pressure to perform well in front of your boys.
See, he's swaying back and forth.
He's
got lost into what he actually believes. First, it was any quarterback. Then it's only Division I, but now it's any quarterback again because I don't want to get put in a sharpshooter.
They can't feel pressure if they don't.
I don't want to have
pressure at UCLA, and that's why he transferred.
Bubba got put in a sharpshooter, and he didn't want to tap out. So
who's got more pressure? The
Sharpshooter's not in a good hold at all.
The CEO of Astronomer or the CEO of United Health? Who had more pressure?
It's not D1.
What did United Health do?
Okay, yeah, flag football, same thing. Sharpshooter, tap out. I give up.
To you, absolutely never.
I give up.
Never.
I got worked. I got put in a pretzel by John. He got me one line.
Did he feel pressure at UCLA?
Huh?
Did Joey feel pressure at UCLA?
He wasn't there long enough to feel pressure. I don't know what's the question. He was there for a couple months. What do you mean?
I'm just asking if he felt pressure there.
I would imagine so, yeah.
Okay. Is UCLA the same program as Tennessee?
No.
But he can't feel pressure if he's at UCLA. That's the same level of pressure.
Oh, hold on, Bubba. Did you say same level of pressure, or did you ask if Joey felt pressure?
Said pressure.
Right. So he can feel some pressure, but does he feel more pressure at Tennessee? Yes. Checkmate.
Or does he feel the same?
Tap out. You got again.
You don't think he felt more action?
And he got put back in. He got knocked out with a chair again. Hour 1 in the books. We'll kick off hour 2 with some headlines.
Check out our new and improved website at fanrunradio.com.
Hey Knoxville, Surfside iced tea and vodka made with real brewed tea is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
Yee-haw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-8899-789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
Good morning. It's still pretty busy over here coming off that ramp from Western Avenue on to 640 going westbound as it gets heavier through the heart of downtown Knoxville. 40 east and west here at Hall of Fame. Steady flow of traffic continues up out of Blount County. Alcoa Highway's gotten heavier northbound up by Topside Road. Hey, if your check engine light comes on, Knucklebusters Amco will check it out absolutely free. Google search Knucklebusters Amco Knoxville. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Now, it's time for your Atlanta Braves morning update, presented by Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Get clean car happy at any of the 250-plus Tidal Wave Auto Spa locations today.
Royals top the Braves in Game 3 of the 3-game set. I'm Barrett Salim. This is your Braves Radio Network morning update.
Get clean car happy all season long at Tidal Wave with exclusive membership discounts, giveaways, and more. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves for more information.
The Braves fall to 4-12 in rubber games of series this year as the Royals top the Braves 1-0 in 10 innings. Salvador Perez, the walk-off single in the bottom of the 10th, was the only run of the game. Joey Wentz was spectacular for the Braves. 6 2/3, 1 hit, no earned runs, 3 walks, and 7 strikeouts in his return to his hometown in Kansas City. Somewhat good news, at least in terms of the Ronald Acuna injury. It's not an Achilles for Ronald Acuna. It is a grade 1 lower right calf strain. Game 1 of the 3-game set against the Reds coming up tonight. Andrew Abbott, the All-Star, going for the Reds. He's 8-1, has a 2.09 ERA, 95 strikeouts, 28 walks, a 107 whip, and a 216 opponent's batting average. So all things considered, the Braves have their work cut out for them. For leadoff show, 5:55 Eastern first pitch with Ben and Darren from Cincinnati, 7:10 Eastern, 6:10 Central, right here on the Braves Radio Network.
Only 3 homestands remaining to see your Knoxville Smokies play this season. And next week is full of celebrations, starting with free hot dog night on Tuesday. All the hot dogs you can eat all night long. And if you're still hungry, we've got all you can eat Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday with half-off draft beers. Then on Friday, we honor one of the founding members of the Negro Southern League, the Knoxville Giants. On Saturday, we're continuing the fight against breast cancer by painting the park pink. And on Sunday is Cocoa Melon Day. Grab your tickets now at SmokiesBaseball.com.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, FANRUN Radio.
Dumb technology has made us over the last 5 or 10 years.
You're listening to Talk Sports.
All right, welcome into the 2019 Talk Sports Spelling Bee. John, you'll go first. Bouquet.
Can I have a definition, please?
A bunch of flowers.
Bouquette.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Cody, your word is chameleon. Definition is a lizard that
I
can,
know what a chameleon is.
as protection, change color.
CHAMELION.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
Airing every day from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Cody, your word is geisha.
You mean like the
a Japanese woman trained as a singer or dancer. Geisha.
GESHA.
I lost it. Hold on. Oh, that's incorrect.
On 1340 WKGN.
John, your word is hippopotamus.
HIPPOPOTAMUS.
Nailed it.
I am the smartest man alive! Number 2, kicking off here in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. Drink the light, refreshing White Claw Hard Seltzer and drink it responsibly. It's good. Hour 2 headlines. What you got for me, Cody Mack?
Thanks, John. How about all these things going on right now, huh?
Okay, what we got?
A lot of stuff happening. We'll start with this. I might have to start with a Steez.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I knew that was coming. Boy, was that a relief. Brooke Hogan reportedly asked out of her father's will. Her father being Hulk
She
Hogan.
asked out of the will?
Course. That's what the New York Post is reporting here. Brooke Hogan asked out of his will before his death. That's wild. Someone said, "Do you know how terrible you got to be as a parent for your kid to refuse generational wealth?" Donald Trump is seriously considering pardoning Diddy. This can't be real. This comes from Pop Crave, reported by Deadline. Deadline.com, 1.1 million followers. Surely that's not real, is it? I don't know. Let's move on.
Does Hulk Hogan have generational wealth?
I'd say, yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I don't know if that's true.
He's got enough money to put his kids through life, doesn't he? Yeah, it depends on the standard of living, I guess. But like,
what do you consider generational wealth?
You can put the next generation through their life without them having to work.
Just one generation?
Yeah.
I think of multiple generations. I think of like grandkids at least.
You think he's got to put his grandkids through life too, for it to be generational?
To be generational, yeah. Because I mean, there's plenty of parents that make good money and leave enough for their kids to have a nice boost when they die. But to be able to take care of the next generation, I would say has to be a part of generational wealth, and maybe even the generation after that, if you really want to get technical.
I mean, if you look at it that way, yeah, I guess. But yeah, I'd say he's still got that money.
Well, what money would that be? Like, what number do you think that would be?
I mean, multi-millions.
That's it. It's like $5 million. I don't think $5 million is generational wealth. That's not what I think.
I think he's got more than $5 million.
I think, to me, generational wealth has to be like, at the very least, like, I was going to say 30, 40, 50.
Well, it's going to depend on the standard of living.
Sure.
But like, a person can live, if they're smart with their money, can live their life on $1 million.
Hulk Hogan threatened with having wages withheld and pull lawsuit and took out $2 million mortgage on Florida mansion before death. This article is saying he was in his finances were in pretty precarious shape in his final years.
He wasn't doing well.
That's what this says. He had taken out a massive mortgage in November of 23 after purchasing the home for $3.3 million. Yeah, I don't know. This is saying that he wasn't in the best financial shape.
But I mean, like, if you're smart with your money, which of course I never have been, but
most wrestlers aren't either, by the way.
They say though that you can live on $1 million like your whole life if you make the proper investments here and there, and you like if you wrote me a check today for $1 million, and if I was smart with it, that could carry me through my life. So to me, I mean, I don't know how much liquid cash the Hulkster had, but Jackson looks like he wants to say something, and as someone who knows a lot about generational wealth,
and probably really looked up to Hulk Hogan.
Negative on looking up to Hulk Hogan. I will say, I don't know that it is possible to live and support yourself for a life off of just $1 million anymore. I think the cost of living has gone up too much.
Well, maybe you're right, because that's something they used to say.
Maybe just you by yourself, but like if you think of a family.
I mean, you could do it. I mean, like if you rent like a $1,500 a month apartment, like you would be completely fine. Now, if you need to go buy a home and you want to buy a $400,000 or $500,000 home, then we might have different discussions. But like if you're like, hey, I don't need nice things, you could live off $1 million. You could pay $1,500 a month for an apartment, $300 a month for a car,
buy a couple of rental properties and let those start generating some cash from that.
Sure. Yeah. If you're using that money to make more money, especially, but I just think living just with the money and not even making any more money, I think you could be fine. Like, you wouldn't have a great life. You wouldn't be able to go and like do much like splurging or nothing, but you'd be fine.
Yeah. I mean, again, it depends on the standard of living you want.
Some people are just happy, bro.
Yeah.
What else you got?
The canned cocktail maker High Noon is warning customers that some of its vodka seltzers were accidentally labeled as Celsius energy drinks.
That's pretty funny.
Oh, goodness. You'd never see this from White Claw, I tell you that.
And seems pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
I don't know, like,
shout out to White Claw Hard Seltzer, who would never make a mistake like their competition did here.
My old lady works in the hospital. She likes her Celsius in the morning sometimes, like a lot of nurses do. Imagine you're in the hospital just drinking a Celsius, taking care of people. And next thing you know, you're chugging one for some energy, and all of a sudden you feel tipsy. God forbid you brought 2 or 3 Celsius. You didn't really realize what was happening because you would assume, hey, this energy drink isn't going to be alcohol. Next thing you know, you've drank 2. Now you got a buzz. Now you've nicked an artery. Now everyone's dead. Now you're getting sued, but you're saying, hey, I'm a victim here too. So now you're suing High Noon. And now they're out of business.
Every DUI defense lawyer in America just hit the jackpot.
Now, hold on, Your Honor. It is possible that my client was just drinking an energy drink that they did not know. They did not know had alcohol in it.
Sophie Cunningham sets the record straight on her podcast. She calls people who don't think Caitlin Clark is the face of the WNBA, quote, dumb as hell. She didn't say hell. She said another word, but she said, if you don't think Caitlin Clark's the face of the league, you're dumb as hell.
Face of the league, yes. Best player, no. Those are 2 different things. Like, LeBron's still the face of the NBA. He's not the best player in the league.
You're literally dumb AF.
Right?
She says.
Is that fair to say? Like, LeBron's still the face of the NBA, right?
100%.
But he's not the best player anymore. Same as Caitlin Clark. She's the face of the league. She's what the average person is going to think of when they think of the WNBA. But she's not the best player. So I don't know what else Sophie says there. But I think what she's saying is fair.
Oh, I see now why you went to Arby's yesterday for lunch. I'm just seeing these new Sophie Cunningham ads they've been running. Hot girls eat Arby's.
That was kind of I did not see any hot girls there when I went. That was a mistake I made yesterday, getting Arby's for lunch.
Do you know Sophie Cunningham's doing an ad campaign for him?
Good for her.
Hot girls eat Arby's. She's got a shirt on that says hot girls eat Arby's. Which I don't find to be totally true based on, as you said, you didn't see any.
I didn't see any hot girls there.
My experience, I've never seen a hot girl at Arby's either, but I mean, surely there's been one at some point at some Arby's in America.
Hot girls love meat. Eat at Arby's. That's a slogan.
I tell you a slogan. She's got good genes. But you spell jeans with a G, Sydney Sweeney. Boy, people are upset by that, aren't they?
They spell jeans with a J.
This poor.
It's a jeans commercial.
Well, no, I know that, jackass. It's a wordplay. You switch it around.
No, I know, but they're trying to sell jeans. They're not trying to sell genetics, so they spell it with the J.
Well, I understand.
You said
that.
Spell it with a G. No, it's the opposite. You spell it with a J.
Yeah, but it's spelled with a G and a J. That's what I'm saying.
Right. But in the ad, they use a J. You said use a G. You're saying the opposite.
She's got good genes.
Yeah, but they're trying to sell jeans, so you spell it with a J.
Right, but what they're going for is the G. Like she's got.
Well, they're not, because they're going for jeans with a J because they're trying to sell jeans. I don't think you get it.
I think I get it pretty simply.
They're trying to sell jeans,
right? But the reason people are upset is because of what they're going for, the wordplay. She's got good genetics too.
Well, sure. Plus, people are just tired of Sydney Sweeney. Finally,
she's really getting a bad.
Finally, they're done with her. Finally,
it's really unfair.
Let's move on.
It's really unfair. They're attacking her because of the color of her skin. I mean, this poor girl. She never wore a MAGA hat, nothing of the sort, and they attacked her anyway. That's racism.
I got this really annoying, cute voice I try to do when I'm trying to be sexy. Look up here, my eyes. Get out of here.
Leonardo DiCaprio. Let's try that again. Leonardo DiCaprio is reportedly building a luxury hotel in Israel.
That seems very random.
Yeah. I guess it's just something he wants to do for his people.
Hulk Hogan never met his twin grandchildren that were born in January this year.
Oh, that's sad. He never will either. And in sports news, Michael Phelps is teaching the Ravens how to swim.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah, for some reason, the Baltimore Ravens, it says, are making the biggest splash in the NFL. Boy, these writers these days are
Michael
creative.
Phelps is a Ravens fan, right? Like, isn't he on record as a Ravens fan? I want to say he's from Baltimore.
That's correct. He is a Baltimore native and a huge Ravens fan.
Well, there you go.
Won an Olympic gold, 23 gold medals.
I mean, I think it'd be really cool for one of the the most iconic athletes, the best competitive swimmer of all time, to teach you to swim. Like, even if you know how to swim, you get there and just be, oh, okay, now I'm a fish.
Like, what do you know, man?
Yeah.
Michael Phelps agreed Wednesday to teach the Ravens how to swim. They reached out to him when cornerback Marlon Humphrey posted a video asking Phelps for his help. And so some of the players got in the pool, and they got out there in the new pool, and Michael Phelps helped them to swim. So that's cool.
That's cool.
That's great.
Love it. Any other headlines?
Yeah, there's others, but we'll pause for now.
Okay. Well, thanks, man.
Because this page isn't responding.
Oh, all right. Well, good batch of headlines. Bubba, send us to break. It's Talk Sports on FanRun Radio.
Big Orange Country's home for sports. This is FanRun Radio.
Are you looking for a treat that will knock it out of the park at the next watch party? Just like your favorite baseball team, Crumble brings the best lineup week to week with an expanded roster that includes key lime pie, strawberry cake, or my personal favorite, Monster featuring M&M candies. Let Crumble treat you to the best cookies in the game. Download the Crumble app and start earning rewards. You can even vote monthly on what flavors you would like to see at any store of your choice. Warmer weather is here, so get to the ballpark, but don't miss the cookies.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together.
Yeah, it's another day, but what kind of day is it really? A day of doom scrolling? Laundry day? Nah, it's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold way filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. So grab a pack, grab your friends. Make the most of each day with those who matter most. When you're together with White Claw, every day is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You just gotta grab it. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
This is Coach Josh Heupel. In football and life, you need a solid defense to protect what matters most. That's where Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee comes in. Score peace of mind with Farm Bureau Insurance, the official insurance of the Vols. They're your line of defense. FBITN.com.
This is Baseball VFL Cody Brown. Farm Bureau Insurance is the official insurance of the Tennessee Vols. I'm here to be that line of defense for all your insurance needs. Give me a call at 865-992-3871 and go Vols.
If you're looking for a sports talk show that gets to the bottom of the biggest sports topics, then check out Under Review on FanRun Radio. I'm Bob Baskerville, and every day, Sam Beard and I cover the latest news on the Vols. We also widen our view to cover what's hot in the SEC. From local and national media pros to the coaches and players we all root for, we have the best guests and experts anywhere. So tune in weekdays from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on AM 1340, FM 105.7, or stream live on our free app. It's Under Review on FanRun Radio.
Go check out Cody's articles, read his work, fanrunradio.com. Support the station and all of our multimedia endeavors.
Yeah. We finally had a hit yesterday.
Are you a radio professional or not?
Well, I couldn't hear myself.
Well, last segment was your fault. You hit your
hear
cough
me?
button.
No, I didn't.
The cough button was out. You pushed it in, and then it worked.
No, I didn't.
No, I'm saying last segment. You came in, you started talking. You weren't in, then you pushed the button in. Then it was on.
I didn't push anything. It was the same thing. Whatever just happened right
You
there.
1,000% click this button here. 1,000%. Yes, 1,000% you did.
I didn't turn his mic on in time.
Huh?
I didn't turn his mic on in time.
This time or last time?
That's what you did last time.
Well, I'm talking about last time. No, last time you 1,000% clicked that button.
Last time I also didn't see you. If you were sitting there, so I clicked your mic.
I would bet anything. I remember you clicking it.
I turned this on.
No.
To turn the light on because the computer wasn't charging. That took me about 5 minutes to figure out. I was like, why won't my damn computer charge?
Then
I realized my light wasn't
segment
on.
when you tried talking, your mic didn't work. I swear on
Are
everything.
you gaslighting me?
I think you're gaslighting me, or you've gaslighted yourself. I swear.
You saw me?
Yes, and I heard you. I swear on everything. You clicked that button last segment, not just now.
It was me last time too.
Well, I'm not saying
there you go.
I'm not saying it wasn't you last time, but I'm saying you clicked that button.
Maybe to check.
Yeah. I'm not saying whether or not it was broken or not. I'm saying you 100% clicked the button though.
Okay.
And it might have been Bubba last time too, but I'm just saying you 100% hit it. Either way.
My mic should be on at all times, Bubba, even during the break.
No, don't leave his mic on during the break.
Particularly during the break.
But
I say a lot of great things.
FanRunRadio.com. Go support our stuff. Shout out to all the freaks over on FanRun TV. Go subscribe there.
Well, what I was trying
Instagram. Well, I was going to get back to you. Hold on. Instagram. Go give us likes there. Go follow us on TikTok. I'm trying to grow our multimedia thing. We've been really growing on TikTok.
We're an empire.
We're trying to improve. We're trying to improve. Tell your parents to like us on Facebook. You know, we've gone from 6,000 to 26,000 on Facebook over the last 6 months, 8 months.
Yeah, it's been a big year on Facebook.
TikTok's went from 900 to 3,700.
Yeah.
Instagram went from 0 to we're up to 930. Yesterday we were at 899 though, so we gained 31 followers in one day. And YouTube went from scratch to
I guarantee
about 1,400 subscribers there. We're growing slowly. But if you listen, you support us. It does mean a lot if you go like that because we like to think of ourselves as a multimedia company.
I guarantee you, if you say the following, go like us on Instagram right now, we'll pick up at least 2 followers.
FanRun Sports. Go like us, please.
And also, please read my stories.
Don't forget see John Reed, SEEJON.
Now, this is not a self-promotion.
But Cody's articles, FanRunRadio.com. You had an interesting story yesterday.
Yes, and what I was going to say is this is like a hit. I was trying to think of an artist who had a bunch of hits early and then had a real tough stretch where they didn't do anything, and they had a nice comeback hit. Because that's what this was for me yesterday. It's been a pretty dry summer in terms of web clicks. So also, please support us there.
You're kind of like
read our stories.
You're kind of like the All-American Rejects, maybe a little bit.
Is that what they did?
A little Mickey Rourke.
Mickey Rourke. I don't want to be Mickey Rourke.
Well, that's kind of what he was. Big time actor, kind of washed out, and then boom, late career resurgence. Robert Downey Jr. If you feel better about that,
okay, that's not a bad one.
Yeah, he kind of wandered through the forest, and then boom, now I'm Iron Man. Now I'm really popular again.
Yeah, we had a nice 4 months to start the year, and then May, June, July, pretty tough. But I was talking to some of the guys in the local media here who also do a lot of writing. And they were saying they see the same thing. There's always a dip in the summer. I mean, people got things to do. The kids are home from school. They're going to the pool.
It is worth noting to the audience that the dip really started whenever the girls started coming around, though.
Okay, there's no reason to say
girls
that.
Here.
There's really no reason to
productivity
say
and the page views just
crazy. Really no reason to say
I ran
that.
the data as a data analyst. Ran the data.
Yeah.
But you had an interesting story yesterday about Dr. Danny doing it again. Oh, Dr. Danny, he's under fire, and this time he has offended an elder gentleman, and other news publications are writing about it. It's becoming more of a talking point, more of a story.
Yeah, it is. It has become a story. But first of all, I would say it wasn't my story. I just copied and pasted from the Knoxville News Sentinel. So credit to them, which I gave proper credit for aggregating the Sentinel story.
Kind of like,
even though they didn't give us proper credit when we broke news, and then they ran with it. But nonetheless,
you should have put that in the article.
Yeah,
and just went hey, Knoxville News Sentinel had this first. Just want to point out that I'm giving them credit despite them taking our Adidas story.
Would have been petty. Yeah, but good strategy. But I knew when I saw it, I said, "Oh, this is going to be a hit. This is going to be good here." We got an 88-year-old man, may or may not have been a war veteran. Can't say for sure one way or the other. It's a guy, he's 88, so he could have stormed the beaches at Normandy. Again, we don't know that for sure if he did or not, but he could have. And Jackson's over there shaking his head like he's doing the math, like that doesn't check out. It checks out, Jackson. It 100% checks out. This guy could have stormed the beaches at Normandy, couldn't he? With that, what was that, 80 years ago?
He would have been
8 years old?
Like a toddler.
He would have been 8 years old, I believe. When did we? 44.
He would have been born in 1937, so he would not have even been.
So
10
he could
years
have been
old.
there. He could have been. It could have been take your son to Normandy Day, and we don't know for a fact. See, the thing is, Jackson, you don't know unless you ask him. You wouldn't know for sure one way or the other unless you asked him if he was there. So again, this guy may or may not have been a war veteran, and he says he's been priced out. After the guy's had season tickets for 58 years. 58 years since 1967, he's had season tickets. And guess what? Now I can't afford them.
When I hear these stories, typically, I don't necessarily feel bad. Especially like for the people who actually had them like passed down. Like we've got some listeners. I got some friends that like, you know, their parents or grandparents had tickets, you know, back when Neyland Stadium was getting started. And it was a similar setup. Like, hey, make this donation and you got these seats for life. And they got them for like 40 years, 50 years. Then all of a sudden, you know, it's passed down a couple generations. And now the grandkids expect they still get to have them. But Danny's like, hey, actually, you got to start paying premium dollars for these premium seats. And they're like, no. So they move. But they get mad. It's like, we're supposed to have these in our family for our whole entire life. And typically, I'm like, hey, you know, you had a good run. Your parents, your grandparents, they've had them for a really long time. You don't really, it shouldn't be expected that you get to keep them in perpetuity. But this man in particular, he's still alive. And he is saying it himself. And I got to say, hearing him say it or reading him say it as you wrote it, or, you know, you copy and pasted it, it did hit a little different, I will say. Him being 88 and basically, or 88, is that right? 88, 85?
88.
Being like, hey, I've been coming here my entire life, basically. I've been here for the good and the bad. I love the Vols, and now I can't afford my tickets because I'm on a very fixed income, and I can afford to go up to $4,000 for these damn tickets.
Well, and you know, as an 88-year-old, he doesn't see all this online stuff either. Like, this has just actually happened to him and affected him, and he's like, I'm going to write a letter to the newspaper.
I hope that he has seen some of the feedback. I hope somebody
hasn't.
I hope somebody in his life has read it and be like, hey, this is your, I mean, I assume he has because he did the article or did he have any quotes for the Sentinel or do they just, I mean, like I assume that he sent it to them too as well, right?
Yeah, if you're writing
quotes to them.
Well, I got to think if you're writing a letter to the editor in the year 2025, you're probably not big on social media and whatnot.
No, but somebody in his life probably knows that he like has recognized his name. Like, oh my God, Papa, look at what's happened.
Somebody in the audience probably knows him. The guy's name is Thomas Bailey, and he lives in Clinton. Yeah, I'm sure there's somebody who knows him.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not doxing him. That information goes in the letter to the editor.
Sure.
Which he probably wouldn't care if he's doxed. I mean, he's 88.
Yeah, what are they going to do?
Steal his Buick? I mean,
yeah,
you know.
I guess they could get him to buy some coins and get his credit card information or something. But
yeah,
I mean, I saw people offering to chip in to buy his tickets for him.
That would be awesome if we made that happen.
Yeah,
because of this story I wrote.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool. And maybe if we could get 10% of that too for making this a public issue, because nobody was ever going to know about it in the Sentinel. I got to say,
hold on. Let's keep going with this.
Just a little vig.
Yeah. So you think somebody should be entitled to helping bring awareness to like a story and helping somebody raise some money? That's what you're saying?
I'm saying in this particular situation, yeah.
But in most instances, you would say that like if somebody brings a story to light and helps raise money, they should get a little vig off the top.
Entitled to a vig.
Yeah, you think so?
Maybe 5%.
Yeah. So theoretically,
depends on how much is raised.
So theoretically, if your friend started to GoFundMe for you, raised a bunch of money for you, he should have been entitled to a little vig off the top, right?
Well, that's a totally different situation.
Feels kind of similar here,
and a different time. Let's be honest. The economy's. Don't get me started on that, but
feels a little similar, huh? Interesting.
But I will say, here's what I'll say for us, though, as a digital media entity, How about the fact that this is a story, just to brag on ourselves a little bit here, because nobody ever would have known about this if it had just stayed a letter to the editor. I found this in the I was just digging through knoxnews.com trying to find any scrap of anything, and I could stumble upon this.
Oh, really? So the News Sentinel didn't write a story about this?
Yeah, it's a little online story, but nobody knew it was on there until we brought it to light. We have a much bigger digital media presence than the Knoxville News Sentinel. How's that make you feel?
That's not true. I don't think that's true.
When you combine all our socials?
Yeah, sure. We do good socials. Again, go like and subscribe, please. Comments.
I mean, they're a newspaper.
But the newspaper's mostly online, digitally.
But this wasn't a story until we brought it to light. I'm just saying.
And I'm not trying to diminish what we do. I'm just saying I feel
also,
like
I'm a better headline writer than their headline writers.
Well, that might be true.
88-year-old Vol fan says he's been priced out after holding season tickets for 58 years. That's a good headline.
Now,
you really get that 88-year-old in there, you know?
Now, do you think that they peruse your website, fanrunradio.com, looking for stories to write?
They certainly did around the time of the Adidas news.
They probably did see that on social media, but I doubt they're going to your website to look for story ideas.
I don't know. They hear the ad, when they're listening to the radio. Maybe it inspires them.
Possibly.
All right, so maybe I misspoke. Maybe we don't have a bigger digital presence than the Knoxville News Sentinel.
We have a good presence, though, with our fans. I would say that for sure.
Yeah. But it is a story that kind of tugs at the heartstrings, when you're talking about an 88-year-old man who, again, may or may not have been a war veteran. And he's talking about basketball, by the way. This is not football, but says he's been a basketball season ticket holder since 1967. I mean, that's like when the Beatles and the Stones were coming to America. That's how long this guy has been supporting Tennessee basketball.
Yeah.
He says he's probably been to at least 85% of games, which that might be a big number. Maybe he's exaggerating a little.
He might not be, man. If you've been, he might not be. Most of the people who have season tickets go to a lot of games.
He probably I just got to think once I get into my 80s, I'm probably skipping Gardner Webb and Norfolk State.
I think you'd look forward to that. You'd cherish every time you got to go in there and do it. I think the older you get, the more you don't want to miss those games.
Well, maybe you're right.
Especially if he's taking his wife or taking his boys or grandkids or something. I would say you cherish those games.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
I got zero interest in going to Gardner Webb, but if I had kids or had grandkids or was just getting old and didn't have much else to do, I'd just have a reason to get out of the house. I'd be like, oh yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
I'd get there at 3:00.
Go get a Petro.
Yeah.
He says he's been to lots of SEC tournaments. Now, here's another thing. He says in 1982, he donated to the fund to build Thompson Bowling Arena.
Right. See, that's the thing. That's the same thing that happened with Neyland Stadium. They came out to a group of donors or basically the fans like, hey, give us. I believe I don't know what it was here, but I want to say for Neyland it was like $500.
Which back in the day, I mean that's good amount of money.
Maybe it was $1,500, but either way, it wasn't a life-changing amount of money, or it doesn't sound like a life-changing amount of money, but it was probably a pretty big check to cut back in the day.
With this donation, I was assured the same seats for me and my spouse for our lifetime. I've been seated in section 120, row 18, seats 9 and 10 since the arena opened. Continuing to Dox Thomas here. You can go see him right there at section 120, row 18, seats 9 and 10. He says he called in April to renew his tickets for this season and was told that his cost would be $4,488 for his 2 tickets. Last year, he says he paid $1,480. That's an increase of about 300%. So a price increase of more than $3,000 year over year. From $1,400 to $4,400.
That's a lot, man.
Yeah. And then
and he says I'm on a very fixed income, which that's a big increase, and it's happening across all the sports. I've talked about my baseball tickets. I've talked about how expensive they've gotten, and they were a bargain for a while. And I still think they're a bargain. But if I was older and had more responsibility, or older and didn't have a job and was just trying to wind down, the difference between $800 for 4 tickets all the way to $3,200 would be a pretty big increase. That'd be a pretty big deal. Now, it's not the same thing. I guess it is the same thing going from $1,400 to $4,000. It's basically the same thing.
What price point did yours go?
They went from $800, which that was for 4, so $200 a piece for season tickets, which is again a bargain. Yeah, a bargain.
Yeah.
That was at the end of the 21 season, and now just 4 years later, they're $3,200.
And you still buy them?
Yeah, because it's still a bargain. I mean, it still comes out to $800 a ticket, and that still comes out to $20 a game. I mean, you can always find somebody willing to pay you $20 for those tickets, especially for SEC games. So I mean, it's still a bargain.
I can't believe they would treat a dedicated fan like this, he says.
Well, that's where you maybe lose me a little bit, is you gotta realize, Grandpa, that Danny White doesn't care. Danny White's going to treat anybody. Danny White doesn't see age; he sees green, brother.
Well,
but
that's exactly what he said. He said it's all about the money, not the dedication. So he understands.
It does make me sad, like I said, him actually speaking up about it, but for all the other stories, and like I said, with kids and grandkids, I'd be like, man, like you had those tickets for a really, really, really long time. You had those tickets for a really, really, really long time, and you kept other people from having the chance to get those tickets. So like you got your money's worth. Like I think everyone would agree with that, right? Like you talk about breaking a contract, but like reasonably you could say that having those tickets for 50 years, you got your value out of the donation. Wouldn't you say?
58 years, only 3 Elite Eights. I mean, I guess.
Now that they're good.
This will be the year we make the Final Four.
Now that we're good.
Yeah. Poor Thomas.
I imagine somebody will step up and keep this guy's tickets for him. Find him some money.
I, for one, am vowing to pledge $100 to the GoFundMe for Thomas Bailey with the note that I get a 5% VIG. I will then pledge $100 to Thomas Bailey's ticket fund. What are you watching over there? Podcast?
Well, I'm not watching anything. It's just playing in the background because I'd uploaded it, and it was.
Is it your podcast?
Well, I'd post.
You're watching your own podcast while you're doing a radio show?
I'm not watching anything. I uploaded it during the commercial break, and now it's auto playing. It's not like I'm watching it.
Talk about self-love.
It's not even me on the screen.
No, but it's your partner.
Well, how's it self-love?
Because you're on the other side.
I'm looking
of
at
the screen.
somebody else. The screen's blacked out. You can't even see me.
He's watching his own podcast, Bubba, while he's doing his own radio show.
During the break,
That's
I
crazy.
posted.
Must have removed your rib, huh?
That's good. That was great.
It took Bubba 3 weeks, but he finally said something funny.
That's
again.
funnier than
Good
anything
job,
I've
Bubba.
said all week.
Good
Great
job,
job.
Bubba.
Good one,
That's
Bubba.
comedy. That's comedy. But
That deserves
again,
a round of applause. Jackson didn't even hear it.
But again, I'm not looking at me. It's not me in the background there. But that was funny, Bubba. I give you credit. Credit where it's due. Only took you 3 weeks, but you said something funny. Good job. The implication, Jackson, would be that my ribs are removed, like Marilyn Manson. He's saying that I could. He's saying I would be.
Blank his own
I
blank.
understand. I understood.
I bet you do.
Yeah, sure.
I bet you understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever, bro. Bubba, send us a break. It's Talk Sports on FanRun Radio.
You're listening to FanRun Radio, the sports humans.
Now, it's time for your Atlanta Braves morning update. Presented by Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Get clean car happy at any of the 250 plus Tidal Wave Auto Spa locations today.
Royals top the Braves in Game 3 of the 3-game set. I'm Barrett Salee, and this is your Braves Radio Network morning update.
Get clean car happy all season long at Tidal Wave with exclusive membership discounts, giveaways, and more. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves for more information.
The Braves fall to 4-12 in rubber games of series this year as the Royals top the Braves 1-0 in 10 innings. Salvador Perez, the walk-off single in the bottom of the 10th, was the only run of the game. Joey Wentz was spectacular for the Braves. 6 2/3, 1 hit, no earned runs, 3 walks, and 7 strikeouts in his return to his hometown in Kansas City. Somewhat good news, at least in terms of the Ronald Acuna injury. It's not an Achilles for Ronald Acuna. It is a grade 1 lower right calf strain. Game 1 of the 3-game set against the Reds coming up tonight. Andrew Abbott, the All-Star, going for the Reds. He's 8-1, has a 2.09 ERA, 95 strikeouts, 28 walks, a 107 whip, and a 216 opponent's batting average. So all things considered, the Braves have their work cut out for them. For leadoff show, 5:55 Eastern, first pitch with Ben and Darren from Cincinnati, 7:10 Eastern, 6:10 Central, right here on the Braves Radio Network.
Yee-haw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-8899-789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
Citizens National Bank.
Life is more fun with a Good Life checking account, offering extra benefits including bank travel. Join us for a trip to Mackinac Island for a stay at the beautiful Grand Hotel. Travel with us to southern Utah to witness the enormous, colorful, and unusual rock formations. Or join us on one of our many day trips. We're always on the go.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Hey, Knoxville. Surfside iced tea and vodka made with real brewed tea is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, 0 carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Some sports trivia tonight, 7 o'clock. Be there. We'll be down that neck of the woods next Wednesday. We'll have some tickets to give away tomorrow, some all-you-can-eat tickets to give away tomorrow for our fan run night at Covenant Park, a.k.a. Smokies Stadium, or at least a.k.a. where the Smokies play. We'll be down there on Wednesday, August 6th. Cody, going to be throwing out the first pitch.
Yes, I will be throwing the first pitch. I plan for it to be a perfect strike right down the middle. Anything less than that will be a disappointment. I want to go out there and give my best George W. Bush post 9/11.
That'd be cool. You going to wear like a bulletproof vest like he did?
I'm going to wear a hat that says NYPD on it.
All right. What about bulletproof vest?
And a shirt that says FDNY. Or maybe I should just go local, and keep it Knoxville, because people will probably be confused. Be like, why is this guy got the PD and FDNY shirt on. What'd you ask before that? What'd you say just now?
About a bulletproof vest.
A bulletproof vest?
Yeah, that's what W had, a bulletproof vest on. He had a Kevlar vest on underneath his jacket.
You think somebody's going to try to shoot me?
Well, no, you just said you're going to pull a George W. and, you got to ramp it up a little bit. Now, this would be a good tie back. Bubba, do you think that Cody's under the same amount of pressure as George W. Bush was throwing out the first pitch after 9/11 in the world's, in Yankee Stadium?
I think you will be, yes.
Oh, okay.
Also need to watch out for boulders in that area, Cody.
What?
What does that mean?
There's a news story recently where there's some guy got his head smashed with a boulder.
At the Smokies Park?
In the parking lot.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
Here in Knoxville?
Yeah. It was out in the.
Where's my news guy at? How come you haven't? How come that? Well, I couldn't make headlines. A man in Knoxville crushed by a boulder.
Well, what it was a fight. Some knuckleheads, some rascals got into it down. The overpass where people park between Barley's and the stadium.
Well, hold on. Don't put Barley's name in a story about somebody getting their head beat in. Hold on.
No. I thought about that when I read the story because that's what it says in the story is how it's right down from Barley's. I was like, oh, I bet Barley's appreciates that being included there.
So then you came and did the same thing to him.
Well, I'm just trying to give people a picture of where it was at.
So that's what the newspaper was doing too.
The Old City overpass under the interstate. I mean, if you
in between Old City and the Smokies Park.
If you've been to the Old
City,
you know where we're talking about. It's where all those people park under the overpass.
I got robbed down there one time.
There's a lot of bad things that go on down there. But anyway, apparently, I'm guessing it was a drunken night. Was it after the game, Bubba, or was it just a drunken Saturday night? Some people coming from the bars, or do you know? I don't guess it matters.
I want to presume it was probably just a weekend after the bars down there, not after the game.
But there was a video, and I did see the video. Yeah, and some guy, you know how they have those rocks, those loose rocks.
Oh yeah,
it was one of those.
You saw a video?
Yeah, I mean you couldn't exactly make it like it was kind of a grainy video, but it was. Yeah, there was a guy who beat another guy in the head with one of those rocks that lay out there. So I imagine those are going away. I don't know about that. It said he went to the hospital, and I don't know if there's been an update or not, but I'll try to get to the bottom of it. It said he was bleeding from the head, as you might imagine. But yeah.
All right, well, go play sports trivia and come watch the Smokies with us. Feels like a bad.
Just be careful on the walk in between.
Yeah, feels like a bad selling job there by us.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll be throwing out first pitch at the park. Please don't hit me with a boulder. Yeah, I was thinking about something too with the Smokies. It's going to be a really fun night next Wednesday. We'll all be there, and hopefully everybody will come out for it. And you said it'll be an all you can eat.
Yeah, I won't be there. I'll be busy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well,
since I got replaced for the first pitch, I'm not coming.
Well, everybody else will be there, and it'll be fun. And
if you're there to see me, though, maybe I can have my mind changed. But since Cody's tried to steal my first pitch, it's fun.
You got to do it last year.
You weren't even here.
So
that doesn't affect you at all getting to do it last year. Now, if Sam or Bob or
you
Russell
got first dibs at it,
was like, hey, I want to do it.
You were the first ever. You were the inaugural first pitch. You were a first ballot. Like if we were talking about going into the Hall of Fame, you got to go first. Like so that's a special thing for you.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
I'm just the next guy.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. I don't care. I'll be there. I want to see you throw this ball. I've seen you try to do athletic things, and it's always pretty funny. So I'm excited to see this.
Well, I'm taking a real baseball.
No. You're going to use the rubber ball they gave me.
After I heard everything about how that went last year, I'm taking a real baseball.
Well, I do want you to wait till they give you the ball. I want you to verify it. I want you to get a feel for it and be like, oh, you know what? John's been telling the truth.
I'm switching it out.
Yeah, but
I'm going to quickly.
That'll be great if you do, but I want you to at least get the little rubbery one there and feel it and be like, you know what? John's been telling the truth the whole time.
A little lacrosse ball or whatever.
Yeah. You'll be like, you know what? This would be tough to throw.
I've been thinking about something, though. For next Wednesday, because I think it's gonna be a really fun night. And I've been seeing this. I'm sure you've heard of it. This 9-9-9 challenge that people do. 9 innings, 9 hot dogs, 9 beers. Pretty standard thing.
It's not worth it.
Have you
It's
done
absolutely
it?
worth
Have you
it.
tried it?
No, but I've seen so many people attempt it and they just look miserable.
Well, it would be no problem for me. Like, it would be absolutely no problem whatsoever. But what I'm thinking is, we've been talking about these punishments. For Tim won't do his fantasy football punishment, and you.
Oh,
say
I'm
I
so
won't do
tired
mine.
of hearing about this because neither you nor Tim are men of your word, and neither of you will do what you say you're going to do. And it's been such a headache. And the freaks that have been around for years know that this goes back to like 2018, 2019 with the board bets and you losing and not paying them off. So like I should have known, but yes, trying to get you guys to do the punishments that you owe has been just such a headache for me, and I'm about to give up.
Well, I have a challenge for you.
You have a challenge for me?
I've been thinking about this.
All right.
If I could do the 999 challenge in 3 innings, then that would absolve me from my punishment.
So you get to go to a baseball game, drink a bunch of beer, and eat hot dogs with no repercussions, and you think that's a punishment for you?
Well, it's a challenge to you.
How's it a challenge to me?
Because
what am I getting challenged
You're
with?
the one who dictates these punishments.
But what's the challenge for me? It's not like you're asking me if I can eat hot dogs and drink beer. Now, I mean, I do think it'd be, kind of fitting that you're having to spend. No, it's all you can eat, though.
Well, the punishment you want me to do is to walk 12 miles. So what if?
That's the one you offered. Like the whole thing started with you offering that. You are the one that brought up. I'll walk from my house to the studio
Well, I'm
one
trying
day.
to create. I'm trying to think of something.
Well, that's
Like,
fine, but you're painting it as if I'm the one that tried to push you to walk 12 miles.
All
No,
right.
you brought it up.
How about
suggested it,
if
and we
I
like, that'd be
don't do
pretty
it?
funny. You're like, no, never mind. I don't want to do that.
All right. How
How
about
about if I do this one? Oh yeah, that'd be good, Cody. No, I don't want to do that. That'd be too tough.
how about if I don't do it, then you get to determine my punishment.
No.
And whatever it is, I have to do it.
I don't think you eating hot dogs and drinking beer at a baseball game is a punishment.
3 innings. I'm talking about doing the 999 challenge.
I think
3 innings.
the way that your face is lit up and how fun you think this would be tells me that it's not a punishment.
Well, this is
It's
not
like
the
if you're
punishment.
it's like if you're a kid and you're getting punished, and it's like, hey, what should your punishment
No.
be? I don't know. Let me go ride go-karts.
This is not the punishment. I'm saying this is the Royal Rumble for WrestleMania. This is the first event. This determines what happens next, is what I'm saying.
I mean, if you want to put on the line like that, you get a get out of jail free card for future punishments, that'd be fine. Like if you want to absolve yourself, from the interest you owe me from the LSU tickets, or from theoretically, if you finish last in this year's fantasy or March Madness again,
That doesn't happen.
you can have. Well, okay, if you finish last, in
I don't
March,
finish last in fantasy.
okay, finish last in March Madness again.
That did happen.
Like if you want to get out of jail free card for future punishments, then we could maybe work something there. But no, not for the past punishment that's been owed for months now.
Okay, so you don't want to participate. I get it.
I mean, you could do it again if you could do it if you want, but no, you still owe us a punishment. You don't get to get out.
I mean, you're refusing to accept a great challenge. It'd be great for content.
It would be for future punishments to get out.
I'm
of
talking
future
about doing the
punishments,
999 challenge in 3 innings.
or to get out.
You know
of,
how hard that would be?
or to get out of what you owe me, from interest of the LSU tickets.
You're diminishing
or
how
to get-
hard.
This could be you paying your board bets from 2019 if you want to get that debt off of your back.
I knew you wouldn't agree to anything.
I'm giving you options here.
Do you know how hard this would be?
Yeah, show us that you can do
There's
it.
people that can't do this in 9 innings.
And I'll never bring up that you have the interest running from the money from the tickets you stole from me, or from the board bets that you didn't pay off. I'll never bring those up again.
This guy, he acts like I went into his purse and took these tickets out.
He did, pretty much.
I mean, come on.
He's like Danny White. You entered into a contract with me, and then you tried to renege on them. So I won't bring up the interest on that again if you complete the 993 challenge.
You can how about you can never bring up LSU again, and you can never bring up when I knocked that girl's stuff off her shelf again.
Yeah, that's fine, but you have to pay for the 999.
I still got to pay $400. Oh
no, 600, and yes, you still have to pay for that. Yes,
it's not 600. It was 400.
It was $150 per ticket. Do the math, bozo.
It was not 600.
Yes, it was. It was $150 per ticket. 1,000%.
No.
It's been 600.
No,
this
you're
whole time.
100% gaslighting me.
No, you think I was able to buy 4 tickets for LSU 2 weeks before the game for $100 a piece?
You're 100% gaslighting me now.
Absolutely not.
It was 400 I owed you.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, no, I know for a fact they were.
No, you're wrong.
No, I'm not. They were 100 a piece.
They were not.
I'll find our texts.
Please do.
It was 100 apiece.
Please do.
You've created this 600.
I'll go back. I can actually go back on because I charged you what I paid for them, and I'll go back and tell you what I paid for them on StubHub because I can go back and check my history from
we're not talking about what you paid for them. We're talking about what you sold them to me for. It was 100% $400.
Okay, well, you give me $400 and we'll call it even.
Okay, exactly.
That'll be good. You can pay $400.
I don't know how to find this in my.
No, that's good. I agree. $400 plus the interest. That's up to $650 now, and you can.
That's where the 600.
Okay, well, either way, you pay me $400. We'll call it even.
No, I'm saying if I complete this challenge, though, I'm absolved of everything.
No, you're absolved of the interest. And I won't bring it. You said I won't. You said I can't bring it up.
But how
you
cool
would
it be?
So you want me? What do I get out of you completing this challenge?
The video views.
Let's think of it that way. What do I get out of this?
The social views.
What do I get out of this?
It's me doing a great bit of content.
Yeah. What do I get out of it personally?
You, as a stakeholder here in the company, you get. We advance the
to
brand.
Me, and to you, that's worth $650.
Yeah, maybe. I don't want to.
Well, how about I do it? How about you give me $600 and I'll do the 333 challenge or the 399?
Well, you can't do it.
The 993 challenge. I'll try though. It'll be good content. Like, how about you give me $600 and I'll do it?
No, but I can actually do it. That's what I'm saying. Is I can get out there and do it.
That's fine, but I wouldn't pay you $600 to be able to do that.
But people wouldn't. I don't think they'd want to see you try because they would know that, like, oh, John can't do this. Like, But with me. I think there's a good chance I could do it.
I don't know. I think seeing people fail, people like watching people fail more than they like seeing them succeed.
Yeah, America's Funniest Home Videos certainly use that model.
But yeah, you got a deal. If you can complete it, you don't owe me interest, and I won't bring up the LSU game anymore on the radio, or that you knocked that girl's all her stuff off and threw up all over her bathroom and ruined a couple friendships. Sure, but you still got to buy your own hot dogs and beer. I'm not buying your hot dogs and beer.
I understand that.
You got to go in line and get them yourself.
Well, it's all you can eat now, isn't it? So the hot dogs should be free.
But you have to buy all you can eat tickets. You don't have all you can eat tickets.
We're not going to have special tickets.
You want special tickets and to throw out the first pitch?
Yeah.
What a diva! My God, talk about prima donna. Jesus. Hour 2 in the books. We'll kick off hour 3 with headlines. Let's talk sports on FanRun Radio.
The flagship station for Tennessee football. Fans. FanRun Radio.
Yeah, it's another day, but what kind of day is it really? A day of doom scrolling? Laundry day? Nah, it's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold way filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. So grab a pack, grab your friends. Make the most of each day with those who matter most. When you're together with White Claw, every day is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You just gotta grab it. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Knoxville, mark your calendars. FanRun Night at the ballpark is back. Join us Wednesday, August 6th at Covenant Health Park as the Knoxville Smokies take on Biloxi and we take over the stands. It's all you can eat night, so make sure to bring your appetite. Plus, we're hooking up the fans with exclusive FanRun swag giveaways you won't want to miss. Come hang with the FanRun crew, rep your team, and enjoy a summer night of baseball, food, and fun. FanRun Night, August 6th. Be there.
The phone's blowing up, but you're in the driver's seat. Ignore the buzz, keep your eyes on the street. No text back, no scroll, just let it wait. Attention on the road, that's the only way. Phone's blowing up, but you're in the driver's seat. Ignore the buzz, keep your eyes on the street. No text back, no scroll, just let it wait.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Are you tired of trying to squeeze your dental appointments in on your lunch break or before you go to work? Here at Knoxville Smiles, we're all about making going to the dentist easier. That's why we're now open until 7 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. To take advantage of our new evening hours, make your appointment now at knoxvillesmiles.com or just call us at 865-539-1776. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game.
Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Ready to launch your career? Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axle Logistics is the place to start your career.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, FANRUN Radio.
Talk Sports. Talk Sports. Talk Sports.
Talk Sports. Talk Sports from 7 to 10. Ay. Overrated, underrated on Wednesday. FANRUN Radio, Talk Sports said, not in my house, I ain't talking to Kim, babe. John and Cody out here asking where the ops at. Tennessee Volunteers here for combat. It's the Cherokee Ghost, John Reed and Cody doing everything we can to bring Rocky Top back. Talk Sports from 7 to 10. Never leave a witness, never leave loose ends. Nico ain't nothing but a nuisance. 2026, we making new friends.
Talk Sports. Talk Sports.
Hour number 3 kicking off here in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. Oh, yeah, I remembered. It was when did they catch, or like the Somali pirates, and basically the story that happened with Captain Phillips. That was the third thing in the year question.
Oh.
And that didn't really do much for me. Not when the movie came out, but just like when the event happened, and it didn't really do anything to differentiate between 09 and 10 for me.
Oh, I do remember that movie. I remember watching that movie when it came out, but
I never watched the movie.
You never did?
No, there's certain movies I just refuse to watch, and that's one of them. I ain't got no.
Look at me. I am the captain now.
I saw that clip. Yeah, I mean, I saw that clip, but I felt like I didn't need to watch the whole movie.
One of those guys actually went on to become the mayor of Minneapolis.
Whoa. Be careful.
He's Somalian.
Okay, that doesn't mean he's a damn pirate.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a joke, but.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Be careful.
Does that warrant a be careful?
I think so.
Maybe.
Jackson shaking his head no.
Like, no, that's great.
Is that the ally you want?
I don't know.
Hour 3 headlines. What you got for us?
All right. Thanks, John. Well, big story yesterday about Gilbert Arenas.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We hadn't talked about this.
No. There was he was running oh, never mind. This is a different story about a casino. I really confused myself there. Pause. Hang on. Loading.
Whoa. He stole your gimmick, Bubba. He stole your rewind.
Gilbert Arenas was arrested on charges of illegal poker games Wednesday in connection with a federal indictment that alleges the former NBA star hosted illegal high-stakes poker games at his mansion in Encino, California, according to a release from the U.S. Attorney's Office of Central California per ESPN. Arenas is officially charged with 1 count of conspiracy to operate a legal gambling business. Made false statements to investigators. 1 count of operating an illegal gambling business. So 1 count of operating and conspiracy.
Kind of feel bad for Gilbert Arenas' son. He's had a lot going on, man. He had that car crash where he got put into a medically induced coma. He tore his meniscus. Which, that's not a big thing in the grand scheme of things, but it's still just another setback. And now his dad's maybe going to prison for a gambling operation.
What's eating Gilbert Arenas?
Meanwhile, he's just a top 10 prospect trying to make it to the league. Pops won't stay out of the news.
Encino. That's just right down the road from where I was at. I never knew Gilbert, though. Never saw him in the neighborhood. Probably because he was holed up in his mansion gambling. He was connected to some like big time illegal guy, right? Like says he was connected to a suspected high level member of an Israeli organized crime group. Yeah. So this is a big time criminal here, apparently. How about that?
There was a clip going around yesterday. There was a meme going around yesterday of Stephen A. Smith, all the guys that have been on First Take lately, just getting taken down. Gilbert, whichever Morris twin it was that got in trouble at the casino.
Oh yeah, Marcus Morris,
Shannon Sharp. They've all gone down. All of Stephen A.'s people. They're accusing Stephen A. of being the feds.
Yeah, Shannon Sharp. That was another one. He's stepping down.
He didn't step down. ESPN fired him. It wasn't a stepping down. ESPN said, you got to go. And Shannon said, man, I just wish that it wouldn't have been like right now. Could you not have waited till Monday? Because he said he asked them to hold it till Monday because his brother's going in the Hall of Fame this weekend. Hall of Fame games tonight. But his brother is going in the Hall of Fame, which according to Shannon makes them the first brothers to ever make the Hall of Fame. His first set of brothers. Cool. First set of brothers to ever make the Hall of Fame. So he said, hey, can we just make this? Can you announce it Monday so that I'm not in the news overshadowing my brother? And ESPN said, nah, bro, you're fired now.
Sorry, bud. This is the other story I was reading about a casino. A lot of gambling stuff going on right now. A casino supervisor apparently sold the gunman the rifle that was used in the New York City attack. So you remember this story, a man who killed 4 people. He thought he was shooting up the NFL earlier in the week. Well, it says that his supervisor at a Las Vegas casino sold him that rifle that he used in the attack.
Interesting.
And the car he drove across the country from his supervisor, authorities said Wednesday.
Okay.
Doesn't specify which casino. Not sure why not. So we went, oh, yep, here we go. The Horseshoe, I believe. How about that? We went from Encino to casino. A female pilot has been killed in an Indiana plane crash as she was attempting to solo trip around the world. She only made it just a bit of ways in Indiana, it seems. She was trying to become the first Vietnamese woman to fly solo around the world and was killed when her small plane crashed. She had just taken off from the Indy South Greenwood Airport bound for Pennsylvania on the second leg of her global flight when she then crashed into a gas station and died. On to Nguyen.
So she didn't even make it very long?
No, she had just taken off and then she crashed into a gas station. But she would have been the first Vietnamese female pilot to solo around the world.
Yeah, like if you tell me that's the only reward, like is that enough? Is that enough for the risk? Like, hey, I'm not the first woman to ever do it. I'm not the first person to ever do it, but I'm the first Vietnamese woman.
Wouldn't be enough for me.
Not even the first Vietnamese person, it sounds like, just the first Vietnamese woman.
Shohei Ohtani had to exit due to cramps last night. He blamed the weather. That's funny. Dodgers player blaming the weather. Cramping in his right hip. He had to exit his start.
The rumors were just that he had
Cincinnati.
To poop. People were just saying he had to poop. But
that could be, yeah.
He's saying the weather got to him.
Yeah. He was scheduled to go 4 innings on a hot and humid night against the Reds, but he left without recording an out in the 4th after he threw 6 straight balls, including 2 consecutive wild pitches. Said, I just tried to work around it. Well, that's what his interpreter said. I was able to do so up until the 3rd inning. It didn't quite work out in the 4th. So, yeah, he went out. First pitch was 90 degrees with a heat index of 100. It's hot out there right now. If you haven't noticed, there's record-breaking heat waves happening across the U.S.
It's hot, brother. It's really hot.
It sure is. Yeah, be sure to stay hydrated out there, you know. And don't forget about your dogs either. Got to keep the dogs hydrated. Don't leave them in a hot car.
Or your kids. Check the back seat. Check the back seat.
Take the vaccine.
Whoa. We're past that, brother.
The Raiders agreed to a 3-year extension with L.T. Miller.
Okay. I got to be honest, I didn't really know much about this offensive lineman, or this lineman. I don't even know. Is he offensive lineman, defensive lineman?
Yes, left tackle Colton Miller.
Yeah, I don't know much about Colton Miller with the Raiders.
I don't either, but he just got $66 million.
Yeah, it's not that.
Like a pretty.
It doesn't feel like that much for a left tackle whenever the Chargers guy got, what, 4 years, $180 million or whatever?
Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess
was it $180 million or $120 million, maybe. 4 years, $120 million, I believe it was.
Anything over $10 million just sounds like a lot to me. But
well, it is a lot of money. I'm not trying to poo-poo that, but I just mean for left tackles, that doesn't seem like that much money.
Trey Hendrickson tried to explain the end of his, quote, selfish holdout. Did you see where they called it a good faith gesture?
That he's coming here to as a good faith gesture to try to get his money.
He was losing $50,000 a day. That's why he ended his holdout.
Yeah,
good faith. Sure.
Just show up and go half speed through the drills, bro.
Losing $50,000 a day. I mean, I'd show up too. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying?
I feel you, big dog.
Yes. Oh, by the way, I watched the first hour and 15 or so of Sinners.
Turn it off?
Well, I had to go to bed. Otherwise, I would have been up till 1 a.m. I didn't want to turn it off. I was really enjoying it. Seems like a great film, but I was.
What a weird move to turn it off at how much time was left? Like an hour? 15, 40 minutes? 30 minutes?
An hour. I had just gotten to the part where, well, is that a spoiler?
Yeah.
It's too new of a movie.
No spoilers.
All I can say is there was a celebration going on.
But did you like it?
Yeah.
Did you like the music?
Yeah, I like the blues.
Right.
Really
that's the music I'm talking about. Yeah, the blues.
I was at the part where those 3 white people show up and things get a little weird.
I don't think you were an hour and 15 minutes into the movie then. I don't think.
Yeah, that's where I was at.
Okay. I feel like that would
I watched a little past that. I'm not saying that's exactly where
I was just saying that to me, that I would have thought that happened about 50 minutes into the movie.
Okay. Well, again, I kept watching for a bit. So, like,
okay.
I wasn't being exactly accurate.
I thought you turned it off right when they got here.
No. No, I watched some things that happened after that.
Okay.
And I got to say, you were right about the girl.
Yeah.
Haley, what's it?
Steinfeld.
Yeah, she's hot.
Yeah.
I'd never seen her on screen before.
What do you think about my impression? When you heard the line, you're like, that's the line.
Yeah, that's why I pointed at the TV.
Yeah, that's John. That's his line. I do a pretty good impression, right?
Yeah. Because you stuck you.
Well, that was before you stuck you.
Yeah.
I thought you had changed your mind.
I thought you'd changed your mind. Yeah, it was pretty good. I was waiting for the line.
Yeah, there it is.
You say it like every day.
Yeah,
so
there it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's hot though.
But you like the music, the dancing scenes? You get the dancing scene where they like bring in all the cultures, like for the past and present and future.
Yeah,
all that.
Yeah.
It's good. It's cinema right there.
Yeah, it's good cinema. It got a little weird after that. I'm expecting it continues to get weird. It gets even weirder. But I got about an hour left.
Okay.
So
I'm glad you've liked it so far.
Yeah. No, it's a good movie.
It's not a TV show though. It was meant to be watched it all at one time, not like in episodes.
I know, but like I said, I didn't want to turn it off, but I would have had to stay up till 1.
Starting it at midnight. Wow.
Well, I didn't start it at midnight.
Starting it, I guess, at 11 p.m.
Well, no, I started it at like 9:30, but I had to pause it a couple times. You know, had to go I had to go to the bathroom, and So
movies aren't meant to be paused, really. But okay, things happen. I guess.
You don't think you can pause a movie halfway through?
I mean,
Does that ruin a movie?
You obviously can, but it's not meant to be. Like in the movie theater, they run it all the way through usually. Like, the Brutalist got an intermission for people to get up and go move around, but for the most part, you're supposed to just sit there and watch it. That's how they do it in movie theaters.
Well, yeah, but I feel like that's kind of the advantage of watching at home.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, I think the advantage at home is just you don't have to be out there in the public. You can stay at home. You don't have to get dressed up, and food and concessions a little cheaper.
Oh, I got dressed up. I was wearing a suit and a tie.
You don't have a suit and a tie.
Yeah, I do.
No,
but I wasn't
you
wearing it.
don't.
I just wore a suit. I
You
wore
wore a sports coat.
No, I wore a suit. I wore a suit last month.
You didn't wear a suit.
I've got a suit.
That suit was not bought together. It was pieced together. You had dress pants and a sports coat on. Those are not the same thing as a suit.
It's not a sports coat. It's a suit jacket.
Well, either
There's a
way, it wasn't a suit jacket bought with those pants.
I don't know why you got to put my business out on Front Street, but
Because you just won't leave well enough alone.
You are right that the pants were, but they're the same color pants.
That's a faux
It's
pas.
not one
You're
of
not
those
supposed to do
pieced
that.
together.
Nah,
I know
yeah.
you're not
You
supposed
ain't
to
supposed to do that.
I know you're not supposed to do it, but the pants match perfectly. They're it's not a different shade of black. I made sure of that. It looks like it was bought together.
Anything else?
One other thing, an ex-Barcelona prospect has been hospitalized after a dog bit him right on the penis. He has a genital dog bite.
Excuse me?
An ex-Barcelona soccer prospect.
Was it his dog?
Carlos Perez has been hospitalized after a dog bite to the genitals.
Was it his dog?
Well, let's read. Let's find out.
How did
together.
this happen? He wasn't doing nothing to that dog, was he?
That
man wasn't trying to hurt that dog, was he?
Oh, that's a good question. It says that Carlos Perez will miss the Europa Conference League qualification for the Greek side Aris Thessaloniki.
Yeah, enough of that.
I don't know what any of that
Yeah,
means.
we don't care about the actual.
Admitted to the hospital after being bitten by a dog on the genitals. It took place while walking his dog, it says, where he resides in Thermie.
Okay, so through the pants. It wasn't okay. So the dog just kind of bit him in the leg / groin and got him a little bit.
People were trying to separate two dogs.
Okay.
So his dog got in a fight with another dog.
Okay.
They were trying to separate them, and then his dog was just very angry, basically, it seems like, and said, please stop trying to get me away. I'm trying to kill this other dog, and then bit him on his genitals because he knew that would hurt him.
So his dog's the one that bit him.
It says, well, that I don't know.
Oh, that's what you
It was
just
his
said.
dog or the other. Yeah, I know I said that. It was his dog or the other dog. One of
All
the
right.
two dogs were in a fight.
All right, well, that is at least a little bit more defendable and
yeah.
plausible.
Than whatever you were thinking.
Well, I just make it. I mean, I don't know. I sleep naked.
Creepy stuff.
No, I sleep naked. So, like, I've always been a little worried. Like, in the middle of the night, if the dog had beef with you, I mean, they could bite you.
Yeah.
If they wanted,
Says he might have to have surgery.
Oh no.
On his genitals.
Oh no. Let's go to break. Let's talk sports on FanRun Radio.
Big Orange Country's home for sports. This is Fan Run Radio.
We really need to get some branded stuff. Shirts, hats, promo items, something professional.
I mean, we could just find a website and order a bunch of it ourselves.
You could, but you're taking a big risk. You don't know the quality, the fit, the timeline. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I guess. But isn't that how everyone does it now?
Not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah, they specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything. Sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
In a world filled with deadlines and screens, sometimes we forget the simple joys of life, days filled with special moments. At Inward Half, we understand the essence of these moments. Feel the difference between our breathable fabrics and flexible apparel as you disconnect from the hustle and bustle and reconnect with what truly matters. Inward Half. simple luxury for on and off the course.
Ready to launch your career? Axel Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axel proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axel, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axel Logistics is the place to start your career.
Are you looking for a treat that will knock it out of the park at the next watch party? Just like your favorite baseball team, Crumble brings the best lineup week to week with an expanded roster that includes key lime pie, strawberry cake, or my personal favorite, Monster featuring M&M candies. Let Crumble treat you to the best cookies in the game. Download the Crumble app and start earning rewards. You can even vote monthly on what flavors you would like to see at any store of your choice. Warmer weather is here, so get to the ballpark, but don't miss the cookies.
Hey there, everybody. My name is Linda, and Talk Sports is my favorite radio show because them boys give me what I need. They don't pull any punches. They tell it like it is, and they're so funny. John's voice is sexy, and Cody reminds me so much of my late brother Donnie. It just warms my heart. Listen from 7 to 10 every weekday here on FANRUN Radio.
White Claw is taking hard seltzer to new heights with White Claw Surge. At 8% alcohol, White Claw Surge is a stronger wave of refreshment that doesn't compromise on taste. Available in 4 bold waves of flavor like ripe blackberry, citrusy blood orange, zesty natural lime, and tart cranberry. Check out your favorite retailer in-store and online for the White Claw Surge Variety 12-pack and 16-ounce single-serve cans. White Claw Surge. Please drink responsibly.
Back on the program. That's right. We said it earlier, but the Hall of Fame game tonight, you'll have some football back on your TV. How does that make you feel?
It's good. It's a good feeling. I would be lying if I said I cared too much about the Hall of Fame game. I don't have I'm not just fiending for football, you know.
Yeah,
I'm really excited about it being back. Like I'm glad. I love this time of the year. We're getting inching closer and closer, but it's still not like it's not hitting the spot, you know. Like Friday, September, or whatever.
Well, we'll get some real football before that. For September, we'll get some.
Yeah, but that first Friday. Like, that's when it'll hit me. Our first game is August 30th, right, against Syracuse.
Yeah.
Friday, August 29th will be that day for me that I'm like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. It'll be our first real Big Orange Friday, you know. And, hell, that's only 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks.
It's not long away. It's not that far.
It's not. It's not far at all. And, of course, the week before that, you get week 0, so you get a little taste of it at Fantasy Football Weekend. I mean, that's only 3 weeks from now.
Bubba, Jackson, my trusted P team, do you care at all about the Hall of Fame game tonight?
No. The Hall of Fame game has always been something that's kind of hard for me to get behind because it's, at the end of the day, it's just another preseason game. And
okay,
I cannot stand to watch preseason games.
It's even worse than a regular preseason game because, like, it's the teams that play it have to play 5, so like they don't even take this one seriously at all. I do think you'll see some teams, or at least you saw it with the Bengals. Now, whether or not Zach Taylor means it, we'll see. But he said, hey, like Burrow, You guys are going to be out here playing in the preseason more this year because we're tired of the slow starts. We come out slow out of the gate pretty much every year in Cincinnati and put ourselves behind the 8 ball. We're going to play more in the preseason to hopefully help us come out of the gate running. Cody, you talked about it, but last year, week 1, they lost to the Patriots. And that ends up costing them a playoff spot. In no world should they have lost to the Patriots.
No, they shouldn't have.
In no world, the Bengals scored how many points in that game?
It was like 17 to. It was a low-scoring game. Let's see, Bengals, Patriots last year, 2024.
10, I believe.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't think they scored 17.
16 to 10 was the final.
So that's, your top 3 quarterback, Joe Burrow, scoring 10 points in the season opener, costing himself a playoff spot. Like that's why I don't feel too bad for him for losing those shootouts because, hey, just beat the Patriots. Score more than 16 points against the Patriots, and you maybe make the playoffs. But, the Bengals have said, hey, we're going to take the preseason more seriously because we want to avoid slow starts.
Yeah, they're going to have to get off to a better start. That's what did them in last year. I mean, it wasn't just that game. It was, hell, they were 0-3. Were they? What did they start? They were at least 0-3. Were they 0-4? Or it was something terrible.
I asked you,
let me look.
Bubba, any thoughts on the Hall of Fame game? You care at all?
I'm going to put it on the TV, yeah.
Yeah. Let's get the juices flowing a little bit.
See some guys running out there in the uniforms and say, oh, look at that.
I think for me, the only real takeaway is just like what the new sports bug, like the sports ticker looks like. That's when they kind of unveil like what their graphics will look like. So I'll check that out, see if they do anything weird with the first down marker or the score or anything.
Yeah, the Bengals were 1-4. 0-3, and then they did beat Carolina. So, and then 1-4 is how they started. Damn Baltimore games really screwed them up too. They could have won either one of those.
Yeah. Scoring 10 points against the Patriots, though. Well, that's really what did them in.
Yeah, but I can't hang up.
I asked you to have your top 10 NFL teams ready to go. What is your top 10 NFL teams heading into the season?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
I don't think you asked me that at all, but I can pretty much give them to you, though, off the top of my head. Because
in order, please, starting at number 10.
Well, now can I start at number 1? Because that'll be
no. You don't start any countdown at number 1. You build to it.
I didn't know we were doing this, but let's give it a whirl. Number 10, I'll go with Lions.
Okay, so you're buying a Lions kind of falling apart. You think the Lions kind of take a big step back, replacing their coordinators. Big Frank Ragnow retires. Step back for the Lions. Okay, number 9. Number 9, the Bengals. So you got the Bengals ahead of the Lions. Interesting. Cody is not worried about them having no defensive players.
Actually, I am worried about it.
And the offensive line still sucks. But number 9, the Bengals. Okay. Number 8.
The Rams.
Oh, okay.
The Rams. No, I don't want to go with the Rams there. Let's go with the Packers.
The Packers at number 8. Okay. Talented team. We'll see how Jordan Love can play. Really comes down to him. Can he elevate them? Can he not? Number 7.
The Commanders.
The Commanders. Wow, you're buying Jaden Daniels.
The Commanders at number 7.
Left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders.
I've skipped a spot here. There's somebody else I really needed.
Number 6.
I screwed them up. Number 6. Let's go with the
Titans. Wow.
No, definitely not. The 49ers.
The 49ers at number 6. Okay.
Yeah.
No wide receivers, no problem, according to Cody McClure.
Number 5, the Ravens.
Flock up.
Number 4, the Rams.
You've already put the Rams at.
No, I switched that out, didn't I?
Did you?
Yeah, I switched that out.
Okay, you did.
I wanted to put them higher.
No, you did. You're right.
Number 4, the Rams.
Okay. High on the Rams.
Number 3, the Chiefs.
Okay.
Number 2, the Buffalo Bills. Number 1, Philadelphia.
Okay.
Yeah, we got there.
It's a good top 10.
It's a pretty good top 10.
Bubba's ready to pick it apart, though.
Well, I was going off the top of my head, Bubba. Keep that in mind.
He was asked to have this ready for the show, but Whatever.
Who did I miss?
Bubba's ready to pick you apart. Go ahead, Bubba.
You missed the Indianapolis Colts.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't miss that.
No, you didn't.
No.
You know, I got to say that was pretty impressive for you to do off the top of your head because I actually listed out my top 10, and I got a couple differences, but you got my top 6.
If I redid it, I would not have the 49ers in there.
Yeah, I don't have the 49ers in mind.
I don't like the 49ers. Everybody's high on the 49ers. I'm not, but I missed the
Eagles, Bills, Ravens, Chiefs. That's my top 4. Eagles 1, Bills 2, Ravens 3, Chiefs 4.
Okay.
How many times do you guys have to learn?
It's New Year.
Same result.
They get a little bit worse each year.
You know, I don't think so. I think they ended up with the steal of the draft.
Do you even know who Dante Hall is?
I'm very aware of who the human joystick is. Yeah.
The X Factor.
Please.
I think
Can
they
you
do.
try a little harder than that?
They do get a little worse every year.
Get a little bit worse every year.
They just drafted probably, in my opinion, and I'm biased a little bit, but the best.
A little bit biased.
Have you seen the clips of Josh Simmons from camp?
No.
Have you seen the clips of Andy Reid eating cheeseburgers? I mean, that guy's going into cardiac. He's going to have a cardiac event any day now.
He's
Jackson.
still coaching.
Patrick Mahomes was not successfully bullied the same way Luka was. Guess what? Patrick Mahomes showed up fat again.
Yeah, because he goes and eats with Andy.
He's
right
just
back.
fat again. Where the hell is he going? He starts talking about Andy Reid eating, and he like gets up and just runs off. What the hell's going on? Is he sick?
Oh, he said he has COVID, so.
Eagles, Bills, Ravens, Chiefs. That's my top 4. Number 5, I went with the Lions. I maybe had them a little too high, but I'm still buying all the talent they have. Maybe Ragnow being gone hurts them, but I think they'll put in Tate Ratledge and everything will be fine. The coordinator's leaving. That's a cause for concern. We'll monitor. Maybe if I was actually putting a gun to my head here. Whoa, that's graphic. I would maybe flip-flop my number 6 team. I have the Rams. I would maybe put the Rams at number 5 instead of 6. I'm higher on the Vikings than Cody. Cody didn't have them in his top 10. I still got the Vikings at number 7. They went 14-3 last year, bro. They can't even make your top 10. You got
the quarterback.
You got the damn Cincinnati Bengals with no defense over a 14-3 Minnesota Vikings team with one of, if not, well, I can't call them the best, but one of the top coaches in the league.
That Minnesota team was fraudulent all year.
What do you mean?
And now they got that mayor up there.
Enough with the mayor.
They were fraudulent all year. They won.
What do you mean they're fraudulent?
They were the
14-3.
Eagles. You know what they were? They were the Eagles the year before.
And guess what the Eagles did the next year?
Yeah, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about the Eagles the year before.
Yeah, but guess what? Guess what happened the next year? They
made the right moves. Minnesota hasn't made those kind of moves.
They fixed some things. You don't know if they made the right move or not. Getting rid of Sam Darnold for a high-end, high-ceiling J.J. McCarthy, that might be the type of move.
I don't think it's the right
I love that your reason for the Vikings falling apart is they're the Eagles from the year before they went on and got better and won the damn Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's the Eagles. That's a great organization. I don't like the way Minnesota is. There's a lot of things I don't like. The George Floyd situation, the whole thing. Like, they're not a team that I want to believe in. I just don't think that they're going to take that step this year.
They'll be better than the damn Cincinnati Bengals.
The Bengals
just
signed another tight end.
How about that? The Vikings do kind of have the same ailment that the Bengals do when you consider the division. Like having to be in there with the Packers and Lions is kind of like having to be in there with the Ravens and the Steelers, right? Steelers, Packers, kind of the same thing.
Yeah, I still got the Vikings at number 7 on my list.
Plus, Chicago's getting better.
Number 8, the Packers, same spot. Number 9, I had the Denver Broncos.
Damn it.
I like the Broncos, what they are going to continue to get better. Bo Nix year 2, Sean Payton kind of, proving he's still got something left in the tank. Good defense, good home field advantage. Give me the Broncos at number 9. And number 10 for me, I went with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I put them at 10.
Fair enough. I love the Broncos. I forgot about the Broncos. They are having a resurgence. I like where they're headed.
Great list by me. Everyone give it up.
Yep, it's a good list.
Come on, Bubba, reach up.
The fact that you had time to put it together,
smack your hands. Well,
definitely helps.
You had time to put your list together too.
I was completely
you were asked
lambasted by. I don't know if that's the right
it's
word.
Not.
I was completely just
I'm lambasting you for
caught
not
off
having
guard.
your list by not doing what you were asked.
I was completely caught off guard by this segment, and so
Come on,
I
Bubba.
would
Give
have
it up
had
for
the
my list.
Broncos. I like the Broncos.
Come on, that was a good list.
I'm not gonna give you props because you keep asking for it.
Come on,
'Cause
Bubba.
you didn't include the Indianapolis Colts.
The Colts aren't a top 10 team, Bubba. I had them at number 11. Does that help? Does that get me a round of applause if I tell you they're at number 11?
No, because you don't mean that.
You don't know if I do or not.
It's not genuine.
There is no number 11. It's Schrodinger's number 11.
I'd have the Colts in my preseason top 30.
I would too.
Titans cracked the top 30 yesterday. So someone had them right at 30. We cracked the top 30.
Nice.
Yeah.
Who's the last two?
Improvement.
Saints. The Saints.
The Saints are going to be dogs.
The Saints and who was it? Who was the team that was under them? Who's worse than the Saints?
Giants.
The Browns. The Browns have no quarterback, which I don't think that the Browns are the worst team in the league.
Browns got 4 quarterbacks there.
Well, you know what they say: if you got 4 quarterbacks, you got none.
The Giants actually got better.
No, the Giants, yeah. Well, I think the Giants have some sneaky, like scrappy out of nowhere, like flirting for a playoff spot potential.
The Jets will suck.
I don't think the Browns are the worst team in the league. I don't think. But
No, New Orleans is going to be the worst team.
Yeah, New Orleans is the worst team. New Orleans is the worst team.
They got nothing.
I don't think the Titans and Colts are at 29 and 30, Bubba. Oof.
The important question is where's Jacksonville and Houston?
Houston's number 13 on this guy's list, and Jacksonville's number 20.
Makes you want to sneeze.
Makes you want to sneeze?
Yeah. It's because I had to sneeze, and then I said that now I just don't have to sneeze anymore.
Oh, okay. So anyways, back to my list. Round of applause. Come on, Jackson, give it up. Good list.
I can't applaud for something that has Kansas City at 4.
Still top 4, man. It's good.
Yeah, but Baltimore and Buffalo have shown absolutely nothing that proves
that's true.
They're a better team.
Yeah, Buffalo's shown absolutely nothing.
That's in the past.
Yeah, not Baltimore either.
Yeah. Buffalo's shown 0. Yeah.
I mean, they can have all the regular season wins they want.
It's in the past, man.
That would be so frustrating to be a Bills fan, and you just can't really argue back to that.
Wow, SEC Unfiltered is now retweeting the Thomas Bailey story, but it's from they picked the Knox News story.
Wow, shots fired.
Damn.
Wow, shots fired.
It'd be nice if they would have tweeted our link. I could use the page views.
Cap or facts, Bubba?
That's cap.
Not facts?
No, that's facts. That's cap or facts.
It's ugly, like look at you, it's a damn shame. Just remember all caps when you spell the man name.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Our country has failed us.
Facts. I had one coach, and he used to say, "Put yourself in situations where you're not comfortable.
Oh
Play
yeah,
outside
that's my
of your
favorite
comfort
saying.
zone."
That's my favorite saying. I watched the whole game. I seen the whole game. I was at home watching the game. And, you know, I said he was going before the game even started. When I seen, I said he was probably going to score 70 tonight. I don't know what made me say that. And my friends was with me, and they was like, okay. So when he got to like 70, I was like, well, he might as well go for 80 now.
Dun, dun. Cap or facts, gentlemen? Let's begin. There should be no neutral site games. Get them out of here. I don't want
them. This guy with the mic. Cap. There should always be neutral site games. I like neutral site games. I think there should be fewer, and maybe we do some more home and homes. Like, I'm all for that. But I like those neutral site kickoffs to start the year. I'm okay with keeping those around. Sometimes they get a little excessive. Like, I don't want to go out of the country. You know my take on that. Keep American football American. But I just saw, we didn't discuss this, but like Michigan and Central Michigan are starting the year next year in Germany or something. something crazy like that. What are we doing? I hate that. But I'm all for American neutral site games. Limit it to like 4 of them. Let's do one in Atlanta. Let's do one in New Orleans. Do one Soldier Field or wherever in like Dallas, and then call it a day.
I like the neutral site games, especially from other teams, just because it feels like a bigger, more fair game. Like, I go into pretty much every quote-unquote toss-up game almost always feeling like the home team is going to win. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if you take Georgia and Alabama, for example, last year. Like, I think we always like, Alabama's probably going to win. It's at Alabama. It's in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
Like if Tennessee, is playing a big-time opponent, if it's in Neyland, we're going to feel really good about it. If it's on the road, we probably won't feel so good about it. But if it's neutral, I think both fan bases go in thinking, okay, yeah, we can win this. And to me, it just makes it a better game to watch from a neutral observation. Now, I don't necessarily like Tennessee playing a lot of neutral site games, but that's because I want them to be in Knoxville or in a cool city that I'd like to go travel to. That's for selfish reasons, not from a what's best for TV, what's best for like the sport situation.
It's a good point about the not just defaulting to take the home team.
Thanks.
You bet.
So I'll say that is cap, Bubba.
Up next, season ticket holders should be put in a lottery every year for their tickets instead of just automatically having seats for the season.
I thought you were going to play drums. Sorry. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. I can't keep up with this guy. You're a damn wild card, Bubba. Say that one more time.
I think I missed.
Yeah, you're really struggling today.
Yeah, I know.
You come at the king in the first hour, and I put you in that figure 4 and put you in a damn torture rack, and you ain't.
He tried to put me in a figure 4, but I rolled over to my stomach, and he didn't know what to do. So he threw in the towel, and he said, Montreal screw job out here on FANRUN Radio. It's crazy. Anyways,
torture rack
season ticket holders
first
should
hour,
be put
Jackson.
in a lottery every year to see if they get tickets or not.
That's a terrible idea. That's cap. Wait, you're telling me that you think every season ticket holder should be put into a lottery to see if they're able to buy the tickets that they've already bought or like bought the year before?
I think that there should be no you don't know if you're going to get season ticket holders or you're going to get season tickets for the season.
No, that's a terrible idea. So walk me through this because it sounds like something you actually believe. So you think that in your scenario, this just allows new blood the chance to buy season tickets?
Yeah. So basically, you put your name, whatever, you're in this lottery, and they say, all right, here's selection date. Boom. You have the ability to go buy them.
Whatever happened to finders keepers? Whatever happened to that rule, huh?
Well, when we have 88-year-old men, that served in the war out here that paid
maybe
$5.50.
We don't know if he served in the war or not. It's possible.
Vietnam.
He maybe did.
Vietnam.
It's very possible that he did. But no, I mean, I think that there has to be some type of reward for loyalty. Now, if you want to tell me to take 10% of season tickets and put it into to keep that fresh and not let people claim those, and every year new people get to buy those tickets, I could maybe get on board with that. But the college setup, when it comes to just the donation on top of it and being a donor to the school, I think that's too important. They need to be able to count on that, and it needs to be some type of ownership stake into it. Because Bubba, in your scenario, what happens if the team sucks?
Then that's up to you if you want to put your name in the lottery for next season or not.
But do you think if the team goes through a bad spell and there's no ownership to those seats, do you think as many people would put in for them? Do you think we'd sell out on season tickets?
What do you think if the team sucked? The people that had those seats still want to show up every week?
Show up, maybe not, but keep their tickets.
We see it with
keep their tickets and keep donating to the school and keep supporting the program. Yes. Show up to the games? Maybe not. But keep paying the school? Yes. Because you know why? They wouldn't want to lose their ownership of those seats.
Then we'll do a tier system here.
Now,
if you give this much money, you're clear.
Well, now you're invoking class warfare, Bubba. That's already what's going on. I feel like that's what you're trying to eliminate.
A million plus. That's the limit.
$1 million plus, and now you're just pricing out anybody that can't afford $1 million like that. You want the 1% to the gap to grow even wider? That doesn't seem like very Bubba of you.
Absolutely. Because that leaves, we'll just say 10% of those, go to the $1 million boys, and then 90% goes to the commoners to see if they get picked or not.
No, because if the team was bad, the commoners wouldn't show up. There'd be no reason to show up, and then you wouldn't sell tickets. So, like, I think a part of the brilliance, like the Titans, for example, I have to do this with them. If I don't buy my tickets, I lose my PSL. I don't want to lose my PSL. So I have to keep buying these tickets right now when we suck. Because if I don't pay for them, I lose my seats. And then if we're good, I don't have any.
How many games do you show up to?
Not many while we suck. But I keep buying the tickets, and the team keeps getting the money,
so
like I said.
Losing money.
Yeah, kind of. But it's better than losing the PSLs that I paid for. It's just like you do like an analysis. Would I rather pay $1,400 for 8 games, 9 games, and hope you can sell a couple of them, make your dollars back, or just give up these tickets and give up the $2,000 I paid for the seat license? Because like the idea is like hopefully you could sell the seat license and recoup that money, but right now the team sucks. But if Cam Ward's good and they move into the new stadium, I can hopefully sell that PSL and get my money back and maybe even make some because there'll be a wait list, hopefully.
It's cap. We don't need communism in college football, Bubba, or socialism or whatever it is you're trying to do. Let's keep it a capitalistic process. Be sure the rich people can get the best seats because they deserve it for being rich. That's why you work hard.
Practices should be public.
It's so weird that college football is so secretive. Like NFL, like, yeah, it's like, hey, come watch training camp. Hey, come watch practice. Now, they might not do that year round, but like right now, you can go watch Cam Ward sling that rock in Nashville. You can go see what they look like. The NFL is a higher dollar situation, too. It's a bigger company. There's more at stake, if you will, when you look at all the money and how, the wins and losses they pay for. The college is just like, nope, you can't see anything. Get out of here. We don't want anything getting reported or leaked. Feels like it should be a little bit more open, but maybe not to the public. I don't want anybody being able to go in there and distract the boys, be unruly.
That would be pretty annoying if practice was made public. So I got to go cap on that. You don't want just every Tom, Dick, and Harry showing up from outside, wherever they're coming in from to watch practice. Think about all the practice leaks, Think about everything that gets out then. Everybody knows your entire playbook before you get to the season. Nobody wants that. That's cap.
If the NFL can do it, the college can do it too. They're not super secretive. They let the media watch.
I think the difference between NFL and college, which this may not be a thing anymore because they've put the radios in the helmets, but with the NFL, they don't really use hand signals because the coordinators just call down to the quarterback's helmet versus college where, especially like Tennessee, they use a lot of hand signals on the sideline for their plays. So
well, they put the communication in the college helmets. So, I mean, like we can take advantage of that. We have that now.
I just don't think they use it.
Well, that's on them. But I get it. Like the secretive nature of it. You don't want people getting your signals. I get it. I understand.
Yeah, I mean, it just it's not as organized as the NFL is.
Are you about to lose your words with friends?
I'm not gonna. No,
what is that called?
Wordle.
Wordle. You about to lose your Wordle?
No, I'll get it.
You got one more guess?
I got 2 more guesses.
Oh, you haven't hit go on that yet?
No, I'll get it. Don't worry.
I got it in 4.
Playing Wordle during the show is kind of crazy.
I do it every day.
Trust me, I know.
Well, I have to keep my mind sharp.
It's kind of crazy.
It took me all the way to the last guess yesterday. I never don't get it. I always get it. But some days are harder than others.
I've seen you not get it before.
Yesterday's word was really weird, Jackson. Remember that one yesterday?
I missed it yesterday.
I've seen you miss it before.
Huh?
I've seen you not get it before, so you can't.
No, I always get it.
No,
I always get it. I've never not gotten it.
Not 100%.
Maybe not 100, but I'm like 99.
Well, I'm excited to see the next 2 guesses.
Yeah.
He's not going to make them because he's scared to not get it.
Well, I don't want to do it right now because it'd be a distraction.
Yeah, we'll go to break. You can make them during the break.
Radio show
let's go to break. Let's talk sports on FanRun Radio. Last call on the other side.
You're listening to FanRun Radio, the sports humans. Rickard Ridge Barbecue, located in beautiful Cove Lake State Park. Rickard Ridge is home of the best ribs in the volunteer state. Smoked daily by pitmaster Mark Rickard. The barbecue at Rickard Ridge is mouth-watering, fall-off-the-bone delicious. Take the scenic drive up I-75 to exit 134. For directions and to look at the rest of the menu, visit Rickard Ridge online at rickardridgebbq.com.
Airlines have just reduced their prices even more. Book 30 days in advance and save big.
Want the absolute lowest prices on your airline tickets? Then call the Low Cost Airlines Travel Hotline right now. For prices so low, we can't publish them anywhere. The only way to access our low rates and save up to 70% is to call. Save hundreds on your vacation tickets by calling right now. You can fly anywhere in the world and pay discount prices on your airline tickets. Book a flight today to London, Paris, Madrid, or anywhere else you want to go and pay a lot less guaranteed. Call the International Travel Department right now at Low Cost Airlines.
800-631-1754. 800-631-1754. 800-631-1754. That's 800-631-1754.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Yee-haw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-88-99789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
The Drive with Russell Smith. Weekday afternoons from 3 to 6.
Join us weekday afternoons here on FanRun Radio. We'll be discussing all the latest Tennessee football, basketball, and baseball news with expert analysis from special guests along with your phone calls. It's The Drive, weekday afternoons from 3 to 6, right here on FanRun Radio.
Flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is FanRun Radio, Knoxville.
Cody, go, Cody, go. He got the Wordle.
I got it.
Although I feel like I'm not a Wordle guy, Bubba, are you? Yeah.
I look at it occasionally, but it's not a necessity.
Jackson, are you a Wordle guy? Can you
Yes.
tell me? Can you tell me if it's unethical or not? Because it feels unethical to me, but I don't know the rules or how the real Wordle players play. But is it unethical to type 5 letters in and try to hit enter and it tell you it's not a word? Is that fair to just like type random letters and then just like not really know if it's a word or not and hope that it goes in? Do you do that?
No, I mean, if I'm truly stumped, I might do that from time to time.
Okay.
But
So it's not unethical or you're unethical too. So
I mean, most of those things I'm typing in, I know they're not words. I'm trying to like ignite something in my brain.
It's often I just put words down to just try to see
Okay.
a different. Yeah.
all right. So maybe not unethical. I don't play the game. I don't know. It just felt a little cheap. Bubba, what we miss?
Well, John, we missed a couple of things.
What
Here
did
we
we
got
miss?
Fox Sports buying up a third of the IndyCar rights to keep their media deal going. We've got the Miami Heat at the center of a federal investigation.
Yeah, they got like get robbed, right? Like a bunch of memorabilia got stolen.
Yep. including stuff on the LeBron James area.
LeBron James?
Yeah.
LeBron James.
LeBron James. They stole LeBron James' stuff?
Speaking of him, he met with Euro agent Misko Raznatovic, however you say his name, to discuss the proposed $5 billion for a league to rival the NBA.
We don't need a league to rival the NBA. Do we? And what are they going to say? Like, no more three-pointers? Like, they're not going to fix the things that people don't like about the NBA? I don't know. Whatever.
We've got the MLB trade deadline happening by 6 p.m. today, and 2 Vols were involved, but Drew Gilbert and Blade Tidwell sent from New York Mets to San Fran.
That's a win for the Braves boys that like the Vols. Like, if you're a Tennessee Vols fan and you love the Braves, you probably didn't like 2 of the VFLs being in the Mets farm system, but now you could root for them.
And we've also got Marcus Morris being out of jail after being accused of stealing more than $200K from casinos.
Free my dog out the bean. He said it's a mistake. People are wrong. Casinos are trying to make him look bad, but like, hey, this isn't right. This isn't what actually happened, guys. Okay. All right, then. Good job by you guys today. I won't be here tomorrow or Monday. I'm going out of town. Part of the calendar.
Backstreet's back. All right.
All right, Magic.
So hopefully Cody doesn't.
I ain't gonna be here.
Try to call off the show tomorrow. Hopefully there's still a Talk Sports tomorrow. Shout out to the freaks.